Okay.
Anybody like dance to that when it comes on? Like, just like da 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 da.
It's
Just all
funny
dancing to ourselves.
It's funny you say that because I do. I sit there.
It's the best one that I found out there, so whatever.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. I suppose we should just address the elephant in the room right now. So what was it? Last week we were sitting at 28 followers.
Yes.
Is that about right?
Yes.
Somewhere around 28.
I think so. Yeah.
We're now sitting at a comfy 37, and
It just happened.
we have 29 days to go in our pledge-a-thon for followers, basically to get to affiliate, and we're on track to, at this rate, blow that out of the water. Even like we may have to readjust our goals accordingly.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, this is just blowing it out of the water. So, I am just going to go through the last week here. All right, I'm going to count from 6 days ago. Timon Grayling, who, by the way, got to affiliate because of us. We gave him that magic follow.
Yay.
Hi Inya, Cheddar Paws, Glorious Bowser, Radical Dreamers Forever, Missu the Witch, Miss Know-It-All, trying to get through here, Jesse Kills, and Dorian Shifu of Muay Thai. And wow, I'm sorry I butchered that one. Not trying to be rude. That is just how it is.
Yes, it is.
That is like all the people that have followed this. And now we're gone. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, right. No, I feel like if at least one of those people is super excited about the Chrono Cross remake.
Oh yeah, that's a friend of mine. Sadly.
Did you actually play that? Did you actually play that on the Switch? I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Not the remake, but keep in mind I played the original.
Of course.
Yeah, I have the original sitting on the PS3, but it's like...
I also pirated my way to get some the actual Radical Dreamers, like...
Oh, the
game,
novel thingy? Yeah,
the visual novel.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But those guys have come here alone on the last week. That being said, we have had some other people that I want to recognize that have been here at the start of it. Ghost Hand, I know you're out there somewhere, and you're probably listening, if not now, later. You've been in these chats. We want to thank you for that because you have done a lot for us. You've given us some conversations, and you've always been active, and we appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Vash has popped in every so often, and by the way, did we ever figure out what the hell's going on with this box? Like, this box just showed up here when I came into the office one day. I don't know, but
Illian, if you could talk to the overnight crew and have them get this shit out of here.
Well, the problem is
wait, we have an overnight crew?
We do.
I just assumed that's how it worked at my last office, and honestly, I'm sending Illian because I just assume they speak Spanish.
Oh, por Dios. Just because I'm Mexican, right? Just because I'm Mexican.
I'm literally the guy that runs this joint, and I didn't know we had an overnight shift.
Who, Brandon? I'm asleep, but remember, I am the night person also. So it's like, I do this while you sleep and I sleep. It's my night family thing. Remember?
Oh, so my your thoughts of me are meaningless. Got it.
Yeah,
I know I put your neck quote.
Yeah. She sends regards and such.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do tell her to keep those app crunches going.
Oh yeah, no, they're getting there. He's gonna live with it, so whatever.
Yeah. So that is the next elephant in the room is I was absent last night, and I'm not speaking. This is for me personally, but I do take this seriously when it comes to the streams. If I took the night off last night, it was because I was just mentally not there for it, and I came home just not in the mood to stream. That I take this seriously, like I said, and this is kind of like a second job to me at this point. And a lot of you guys, we try to keep a maintained schedule. Now, obviously, if we're sick, that's one thing. My excuse was unexcused. That's not going to happen in the future. I apologize for that. And we want you guys to feel like when we come on, we're coming on, and we want you guys to have a good time with us. And I don't want you guys to feel like we're blowing you off. So just, that's on me. Nobody else knows about it. I'm taking responsibility for my end of stuff.
It's fine.
Nobody panic.
It's fine. I was the one that said, like, you look like shit.
Like, and that is why she is the designated Roz.
I'm like, look, there's days when the society kicks your ass at work. You know, if you don't feel like it, just don't do it. It's not gonna kill anyone. Also, I already tortured myself earlier that day, so it's fine. You can
Yeah.
take a night off. Right?
Well, yeah, but at the same time, it's like we want consistency. Like people come on here, they want to see consistency. So that's why I'm kind of saying this stuff. It's like, the buck stops with me. We do panel. And if the person that's running a place or helping to run a place is not here, it should be noted and it should be explained why, because that's not an excuse in my opinion.
Right.
If you're sick or something, that's a whole different ball of wax. I'm not even screaming about that. But that's on me. So
look,
just throwing that out.
We've been nice because all of us, we've been sick. You're still sick.
Yeah.
We're all sick
Yeah.
still. But we're getting through it. So we're still here. We're still doing our thing. So y'all need to chill.
But part of
you
the reason
drinking
why
plenty of
we have
fluids,
gone
Brandon?
to... Yes, not alcoholic before you ask.
Oh, well, I mean, obviously, how else are you expecting to fight the virus? Have I not explained this to you before? If you get a cut and you have an outside boo-boo, you have to put alcohol on it to heal faster. So if you get sick, like a cough, and now you have an inside boo-boo, you have to put alcohol on it to heal faster.
I've been using that and it's working.
There is a good logic to that. I can't argue you, but it's still not going to work.
The inside boo-boo is good to get rid of with a good amount of tequila. My mother even said that.
And if you want to forget about the inside boo-boo...
But no, that's a traditional way to fix things in Mexico. Well, wait, that explains a lot, doesn't
I
it?
mean, if you're gonna do traditional way to fix it in Mexico, make sure to pour a little bit of Fabuloso in his glass and send
Of course, so it gets preferably the purple one, the lavender one.
And
Has
he
the
is now
lavender
too
flavor
in on the Mexican jokes tonight.
Hell yeah!
What are you talking about? What do you think I cleaned my house with?
What, with the lavender one? We all...
I have a giant jug of it sitting in my cleaning
Hell
box.
yeah! No, respectable family member with wait, your soon-to-be wife knows all that shit. So yeah, kudos for her to grabbing the purple one. That's the best one.
Listen, I've been using that shit since high school. I don't know what you're talking about. I use it to clean my models sometimes.
Whoa, it's the best
I was
shit.
gonna say, are you doing that to clean bodies or what?
It's good for...
You dilute it with a little bit of water, and then it's not abrasive toward models. So if your models get dusty because you haven't played with them for a while or you haven't kept track of them, you put it for every cup of Fabuloso, you put half a cup of water, and you can clean your models without damaging their paint.
And also, I think it works like the pledge. Like you don't get the dust all over again. So yes. Fabuloso is fabuloso at the end of the day.
So how come my models are dusty? You're just not touching them? Is that what's going on?
Oh, I don't buy Fabuloso because I've been lazy. What am I kidding?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I should buy some.
Yeah, because, Tiny over here is, just I got dust on me.
But
I'm going to kill the fucking planet. I need dust off me.
It has dust in Ohio, so I can't wash every sin that he's been to. So...
He's been through the thick of it.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, so, but yeah, everybody that has been following us recently, thank you. We hope you're enjoying our craziness or our brand of zany, and we're not stopping here. I mean, if we hit this tonight, or if we hit it tonight, I doubt we will, but if for some reason we hit it tonight, that doesn't stop us. That actually gives us more motivation. So
Right.
The more you guys are talking to us, join in on the chat. Feel free to share your opinions. We will read them. I'm actually looking at the screen right now, and I see we welcome to the chat room, but I don't see chat. So don't be afraid to speak. And if you're just lurking, that's totally cool too. We're welcoming that.
Yeah. I just want to hear
and
this, so.
that's about it.
Also unrelated, I just noticed the ghosts have Cool Ranch Doritos.
Yes, it
I
does.
don't have Cool Ranch
Yes,
Doritos?
it does. Yes, it does.
I would like some Cool Ranch Doritos.
I love Cool Ranch Doritos.
Also, another unrelated note. I just noticed that I've also been drinking out of a pumpkin cup, which is ironic because
Where
because
have
my
you
app
been
my
for the
Apple,
last week?
Last week
Dude,
he
I'm-
was sick.
What do you think I do?
Okay, you're right.
I come here, I start drinking, and you think these bottles are just for show, Brandon?
I'm honestly impressed you're coherent 90% of the time.
Oh
But
my God.
it's the reason that's funny to me, and the reason that I just noticed it is currently my apple cider and rum is in a pumpkin sippy cup.
Good. I imagined you were gonna have a sippy cup with a pumpkin. That's gonna.
Does it have the little plastic rim that you put on top, and it's got the little straw and everything?
It's got a little green top,
Okay.
and the green top is also like a straw.
Oh my god, it has like a green. You know, okay, I'm gonna say
It's
this.
like a baby sippy cup, but they sell them filled with
That's what I
apple
was
cider.
getting at.
So
I'm gonna
I
say
take a little
this.
It's an
sip out
adult
of it,
sippy
and then I
cup.
fill it up with rum.
I've been really good at this, haven't I? Like I've been knocking out of the park everything that I've been drawing, right? It's so creepy.
Duh.
It's creepy. I don't.
And actually, let's take a moment here. Our designated Roz Illy, we joke about that a lot, but really a lot of the backbone of the graphics and everything in this show is due to her. So
You're
getting to
welcome.
this place that we've gotten to so far, a large chunk of that is on her.
Yeah.
Another large chunk is also on Spikeu, who kind of joined us pretty much. We are doing some shows on my wife or Draws Illy's Twitch account, and he joined us. For whatever reason, he decided this was a good idea, and honestly, I am really, really glad to have you here, man. You have really added a lot to this show, and
Yay.
I thank you for making the time that you make for this. I know you got a very busy life, and you got a lot of
I'm
hectic
excited
stuff
to be here, man.
going
I like
on,
being here.
but we appreciate it. No, but we appreciate it, really. I want you to know that.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to be here, to be honest, and I enjoy doing the streams. So
Well, that makes me happy to hear that, man. Really, it does. Again, this box thing. This is going to be a problem next week, isn't it?
It's gonna be a problem.
Is that going to be here next week?
Yeah.
This is how you get tribbles, or worse, Trekkie fans.
Yes.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Not that there's
Sometimes
anything
the
wrong with Trekkie fans. You know, if you're a follower, you're a Trekkie
sometimes-
fan, that's great.
Sometimes they show up at my house with the Starfleet booze, and I'm like, all right, you can come in this one time. But
Is it the Sulu or the Shatner?
I don't know. It was a red wine he brought last time. We drank it while watching.
Ooh.
I think it was
Ooh.
Godzilla
Star
versus
Trek.
King Kong.
Oh.
That wasn't a bad movie.
No, actually, I enjoyed it. I'm
Yeah.
excited that they're supposed to make a third one.
Yeah. Again, Jet Jaguar's the villain. I swear.
I desperately want Mecha King Ghidorah. Like, you have absolutely no idea how much I want Mecha King Ghidorah.
That would be like, I thought that was going to happen in Godzilla versus Kong, and then they threw us that curveball of Mecha Godzilla, and I'm like, I am okay with this. Do this, but do the other thing soon.
Yeah, like I need the Mecha
Also, on
King.
top of the fact that it was like Mecha Barney.
I either want Mecha King Ghidorah, or I want that. Oh God, did any of you ever watch Godzilla Final Wars?
No, I haven't watched it. Maybe I did.
I'm vaguely familiar with it.
There's a monster that he's like a pump fake. He starts off as this thing that is essentially Monster X, is what they call him, and he looks like a generic Power Rangers monster. And after Godzilla
Which it probably
starts...
was, knowing Toho.
Oh, I'm sure. After Godzilla's whooping his ass for a minute, then it transforms into Mecha King Ghidorah, and I'm like, yes.
You know what? What if there's a little swerve here, and they give us a clone Godzilla that is both Zilla and Godzuki?
Oh God, why though? Why would you do that to people? Because Zilla is awful, and Godzuki's annoying as shit. Even the Japanese Godzuki is annoying as shit. Have you ever seen Milla? He's awful, and everyone hates him. Everyone hates him because he's powered
And he
by
looks
the
like a
hope of a
rejected
child.
Ninja Turtle. Gamera?
Gamera, he will take you to his van, touch you like no other can. Please don't tell on Gamera. And I'll see myself.
By the way, yeah, that's okay. By the way, if you have not seen it yet, or if you're bored after this show, or if you just want to tune out now even, Mystery Science Theater Gamera, you're welcome. Just go look those up. Look up those words, Mystery Science Theater and Gamera. You're done.
Yeah, Godzuki, the cartoon
Your night's
run
done.
is awful.
Oh,
yes, that's exactly that. That is exactly that.
The only one I could think of, the only time Azuki / Milla was ever useful was in, I think, Godzilla versus Space Godzilla.
Oh.
Because he suffocated to death?
No, Godzilla gets beat by Space Godzilla really hard, and he's about to explode because of radiation. So it forces Milla to... I'm gonna call it digivolve because I can't think of another word to say it, and so he becomes the next Godzilla and then just beats the snot out of Space Godzilla.
Oh, that sounds awful.
And then reverts back, right?
Again? No, he's Godzilla
no.
permanently from that point. I think that's Heisei era.
Oh my god. That sounds awful.
Yeah,
no.
There's a lot of weird shit that
Ah.
happens during the Heisei era though, because like Godzilla fights a flower that's powered by the soul of a dead child.
What?
Godzilla. Yeah, oh yeah, Biolante. Didn't you know that? Biolante is a Godzilla monster that is essentially a flower
Oh,
powered
yeah,
by
I
the
remember
soul
that.
of a
Yeah.
scientist's dead daughter. And then he fights Hidora, which is caused by pollution. He's literally just muck from Pokemon. He's just all of the pollution.
Wow. Oh yeah, I know that
Oh,
one.
I remember that one.
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah,
that
yeah,
that was
yeah.
brought out here as Godzilla versus a sea monster, if I'm correct, right?
I believe you are correct.
Yeah. That was actually on a friend of the show, Cinema Insomnia. That's actually one of their episodes.
That's a good find, Risu. Hold on to that. Make sure it's taken care of. I actually
Oh yeah.
about six months ago, I had to have one special ordered from Japan. That noise cost me $140.
Damn.
Is that one of those monster arts?
Yeah, it's one of the big ones.
Oh,
Straight
those
from
things are
Toho.
just insane expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. It's weird though because he looks like he has like a delicate flower on his crotch.
What?
If you catch my drift, yeah, I'll send you a picture of it on the Twitter.
Of course.
Hmm.
Of course. Let me
All right, so well, we're gonna veer back into the action figure stuff later because there's some interesting shit happening that I wanted to talk about, but we're gonna pause that moment for now. Okay, since you two have been streaming the most this week, I believe Illy, why don't you go first? What have you been doing? What have you been watching? What have you been playing? Just for your own amusement.
Well, for my own amusement, I've been torturing myself, I guess. Thank you for the people that have been on the stream, by the way. I did, I played Dead Space. It was kind of nice to play Dead Space again. Because I haven't been in that game forever. And it's kind of nice to see myself run because the last game that I played was Fatal Frame 2. And you know how those bitches work. They run like little schoolgirls. So it was kind of nice.
Get a
to
little
have-
heft behind that run.
Yeah, it was kind of nice to like dribble between that. I did, however, watch Hocus Pocus 2. Finally. Yesterday.
Yeah,
I did watch it.
yeah.
I am indifferent, but that's fine.
I'm just gonna
We had
say, I'm just gonna say before I forget, the only thing that I love from that thing was the fucking Roombas.
The Roombas were great.
The Roombas was the best fucking thing in the fucking movie.
I have to be honest. I laughed and had a good time throughout like 90% of that movie. Especially the fact that I don't know if you noticed it or not, but when they were tracking down the mayor, they stole his candied apple.
Oh yes, they did. He's like, oh my god, no.
He's like, no, my apple. Like that man had the worst night. Like
Was it from
period.
Candy
Like
Apple
regardless
Island?
of which is tracking him down, that man had an awful night.
I
had a big get together actually. I had a big get together actually
that's nice.
last night. Ordered pizzas. My whole family was over at my house watching it.
That's cool. No,
As the Spike family does.
I had to rush myself because yesterday was like a tough day. I got late from work. I had to take a nap. I said I have a stream. I did the stream. I killed myself for 2 hours, and it's like I have time to watch this fucking movie, and I just committed to it. Which, by the way, I still need to commit to the Drawloween or Inktober bullshit that I need to do this month.
Yeah. Today's the first day of that,
And
so
I
you kind
didn't
of need to
do
figure
it.
that out.
I didn't do
I
it.
thought we weren't supposed to call it Inktober anymore.
Well,
I thought
whatever.
they came up with a new acronym.
It's whatever. They posted the Drawloween. That's the one that I follow because it's more Halloweeny. But I missed the day today because I've been all over the fucking place. So, yeah, that's been my week. Also, I wanted to announce it. Should I announce it, Brandon?
But what are we talking about here? I'm confused.
So in 2 weeks, I'm gonna.
Oh, that, yeah.
I'm gonna start like my night shift, like we said earlier.
Oh, that genius idea. Yes, please do. I want to hear this. I want Spike to hear this one. This
Oh
is
God.
genius.
Okay,
So-
go ahead. What do we got?
So I'm planning on doing one of those famous things that stupid people do that are young and shit.
Now, before you continue, I'm the idiot that streamed at 4 o'clock in the morning Central Time. I just want that asterisk out there. Off you go.
I'm planning on doing maybe on Wednesday 12 to Thursday 13 to do an all-nighter video game stream. That's what I'm gonna plan to do.
Spikey, your
No,
thoughts?
yeah. Let me know when you do that, because I'm gonna get like a blanket and like some probably apple cider, and I'm gonna get real snuggly in my bed while you do that, so I can remind you of what you're missing.
But
I'm just gonna like halfway into it, I'm just gonna.
So you're gonna get in the Discord and like, hey, I'm just gonna
Like
put
snore.
myself sleeping while you're
Yeah,
playing.
it's the Spike sleeping
Well,
ASMR that
honestly-
everybody's been clamoring about.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. On Thursday, this next Thursday that
Gotta
comes,
get the influencer stuff going, man.
I'll see what I can pull because supposedly on the 15th I don't work, and I still work on mornings on Friday. So that's I have a window there.
I'm just sitting here more like, oh yes, I want to see where this ends up. This can only go bad. And I'm not trying to be condescending, but I'm like, this didn't work for me. Why is this gonna work for you?
So
And she'll probably do it out of spite now.
I'll do it out of spite because you know how I am. So I'm planning on that week. If it's not the 12th to the 13th, it'll be the 15th to the 16th. That's just my plan. It's a dumb one. I
And
know
most
it's
likely-
a dumb one.
And most likely what's going to happen is I'm probably going to be like, good night when it starts. And I'm going to wake up with coffee like, what did you learn?
I learned nothing. I'm not gonna learn anything.
She's gonna be. I learned absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
We're going to have Night Illy doing this. That's going to be the
Yeah,
thing.
that's-
Like, she's going to take over.
It's gonna be all night like this. So, that's
And the cats are going to be like, hey, dude, there's a thing out there. There might be a problem. Could you go check on her?
Brandon's gonna wake up and I'm gonna be standing in the corner of the room, just standing to the corner, looking
Ring
like,
style.
yeah, I'm gonna be like that. So,
She looks like she's like the thing from like one of the monsters from like a Junji Ito manga.
so
Most likely. Or she's going to do the hummingbird from The Simpsons thing.
yeah. That's the plan. That's my brilliant plan.
Either way, it's... Yeah, and we're not going to spoil what you're streaming yet because we're still trying to figure that out. But
I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
If you do the one I think you're going to do...
I need you to play the game where you have to pretend to be asleep to avoid getting eaten by monsters.
Is that
That's
a
the
thing?
game I need you to play. Yeah. I'll grab the name. I'll have to double check through my Steam library and get the name of it for you. But it's literally like the plot of the game is you have to pretend to be asleep, but you have to do it just right so the monsters don't eat you.
Oh
So
my
it's like... what was A Quiet Place? It's like A Quiet Place, but nap version.
Oh my god, that sounds awful. And he's looking it up. I hear his typing.
Of course
I don't know
he
what
is.
you're talking about. I don't know what you're. I didn't
It's either that or porn.
pay
So,
extra
you know.
money for a super clickety clacky computer for you all not to hear.
Well, yes. but
Money well spent.
That's my plan. That's Ely the fucking gamer plan that is gonna go up to pear-shaped like hell. I know that. I know
And you're
that.
also going to hear our neighbor's garage randomly through it.
Me, oh my
It's going
god.
to sound like the Psycho theme in the background.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Oh.
So what? Oh my god. you're
Oh,
fine.
there's multiple horror games for that happens.
I
So I'm gonna send you a list.
Pásalos. I don't care. I don't care.
I don't know what you said. You said something in Spanish. Translate. Emily's not here.
Pass it. That's what I said. Pass it.
All right, done.
Yeah, alcohol's in your system. That's the problem.
I don't know what you're talking. That would be amazing. Like the more of a certain region's booze I drink, the more in depth I get at their language.
The more you are.
Yeah.
I would speak more
It's-
accent.
it's like
Listen, I would speak perfect Japanese constantly because, and I do apologize because I feel bad because this has happened to this guy multiple times.
Yeah.
I have a friend that me and Emily play Final Fantasy 14 with, right?
Okay.
And I talk to him a lot and I talk to Emily a lot, and you can send messages in Final Fantasy 14. And
Right.
sometimes when I get real good and drunk, I will accidentally send him the messages that
Oh.
I intended for Emily. And you guys know who I am as a person. So some of those messages that man has gotten, I feel absolutely terrible for sending him. Because
Oh
he's
my
like,
God.
what about my ass? I'm like, listen, shut up.
Well, no, but please pass me the list of the stupid ass games. I'll try and see if I'll do this.
Okay.
But that's my plan. That's my torture from that month. I mean,
Yeah, and I can't wait for this because I'm just going to be sitting there like, oh, this is going to go great.
yo, I just need to be really disappointed in life and with a bottle of something and I'll be fine. If anything, if you see me and I bring the fucking the shots of like the espresso shots from Starbucks, you know it's happening. You know it's happening.
Fuck, I might have to call off work that day at this rate because you're not going to let me sleep.
Yeah, it's a win lose probably both.
Yeah, it's
lose
like, hey, I can't
situation.
come into work today. Why? Oh, my wife streamed for 12 hours and it made me stay up with her for some reason. So, sick day. You gotta have me burn these vacation days anyway. Huh?
Well,
Like they're yelling at me, like you gotta burn these, and I'm like, can I take the day of God of War's release off? Sure. Okay.
so yeah, that's
I think I'm using my vacation days right.
you are probably gonna do it. I mean, it could be worse. I could be like baking things in the middle of the night. Imagine streaming me baking at 2 in the morning. Like, yes, the cookies are coming fine.
Marge, it's 2 a.m. Shouldn't you be baking? Ow!
Oh my god. So
And copyright click. Okay. Anyway.
okay, I said my piece. Who's next?
Right. Spikeu, you're up on deck.
Is he?
Spikeu.
He's dead.
Hello.
Hear me?
Spike-
Hello,
Yeah, I
hello?
can hear you now.
Yeah.
I have literally been talking for 20 minutes.
It was good then. It was nice and quiet.
I was like, why are they ignoring me? What the hell? No, okay. Let me cap what I just said.
Okay,
to
yeah.
Lily.
Please do.
I sent you 2 of them. That should be about 2 hours of content for you. Okay.
What?
I'm getting a drink of water while you're talking, so if I
where
get
do you
quiet,
send
don't
it to me
panic.
though? Where is it?
Discord.
But personally?
It's on the general chat. It's on the general chat.
Oh.
That should be about 2 hours because I know the second one I sent you is relatively long. It was the one I was originally talking about.
Ah. Okay.
The other thing that I was saying, because I heard Brandon mentioning you baking,
Yes.
you should do one of your streams should be like a hand cam where you're just like baking something. If you do it, I'll do it. But I won't be baking, I'll be cooking. Like
Oh my-
actual cooking.
Like
What are you doing to torture yourselves?
he said that I should do a stream of myself baking, but with one hand. Like, well,
You can use both of your hands.
I mean,
you just
it's
gotta
kinda
put a
hard.
camera looking down on your
Honestly,
cooking scenario.
can I include something here for Halloween reasons?
Yes.
Hook hand.
Can I have
Hook hand?
I want a hook hand.
What if I cosplay the hash slinging slasher, Brandon? Spatula.
Sure. I was just thinking because she's always obsessed about the Walking Dead and Rick's hands, so that's what I was kind of saying that.
Oh, you said rock initially. I'm like, did you try the Rock's tequila yet?
No.
Because I tried what the Rock was brewing. It was pretty good.
Oh, I never had that.
He has
Capsule
special
review
recipes.
brought to you by Spikeu, resident
Right?
drunk.
He has special recipes called manaritas.
Ooh. Oh God. No. Are they super
like,
strong?
We actually have to try that Danhausen
No,
coffee.
no,
I
they're
keep forgetting
very
I
about
sweet.
want
that.
to try that one. Oh my God.
Sorry.
That's fine.
All right. So
Okay.
what have you
What was
been
I
up to
supposed
this
to be
week, my
talking
friend?
about, Brandon? Oh, right. Yes, things I've been doing.
Welcome to this very manic episode of
Yeah, today's
TBD.
manic,
Right. Legit Spike has been. I continued the Resident Evil 3 streams. I don't know if you saw. I know Illy has had some issues with conserving ammo, but I don't know if you saw how many shotgun shells I have, Illy.
No, I didn't.
More than you need.
I am quite literally at over 100 shotgun shells in Resident Evil 3.
What do you do on that fucking thing?
And by the way, just so we all remember,
Hmm.
4 hits for Nemesis to kill you.
Yep, 4 hits for Nemesis to kill me. That's the magic number.
Mhm.
But I've been continuing the Resident Evil 3 streams. I also, as you guys heard, watched Hocus Pocus 2. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yes.
My niece was very upset because she didn't like she didn't like the ending very well, so she's very upset.
Oh, why not?
But other than that, she loved it.
Just before we get too far into the spoiler stuff here, just a heads up: 48-hour window rule applies right now.
I'm not saying any spoilers. I'm just saying she didn't.
No, I'm
like
just
the, like,
getting that out there. That's all.
Let's see. What else did I do this week? I didn't read anything, but I did load up a game called Racketeer on my Steam Deck, which I had to fight to get it to work because apparently it's not Steam Deck compatible.
Oh shit.
But because I have a bit of tech experience, I was able to get it to function. I hacked it. I'm in.
Oh my God.
That's our influencer.
Right.
For no one who's ever played Racketeer, it's literally the story about a little girl who has to pay taxes for her item shop.
What?
Yeah,
So it's Animal
that's the plot
Crossing?
of the game. Not exactly, because in this game you can befriend adventurers and go into dungeons with them to farm items, so you can make
I
stronger
think I
items
saw this. Yeah, I think I saw this.
to sell at your your item shop. But But yeah, it's the main driving force is she's like, taxes are hard, and so you have to
She
earn money
ain't
to pay
wrong.
your taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you got to earn money to pay your taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in the not spooky season, I'll possibly play that once I get back into the groove of it. I don't know. I feel like the hardest part I'll ever have is figuring out what to stream during the not spooky season, because
we'll
like
help you. There's plenty of shit coming out.
Oh, I know. It's just 90% of the games I play are horror related and or themed.
Look,
like
if you want to do it outside of the spooky season, we ain't gonna stop you, dude. You know that.
Well, I know. I was kicking through my Steam library, and I'm like, I have an uncomfortable amount of games where my goal is to just not get murdered by demons.
What does that tell you about yourself? How do you feel? Like, do you need to see a shrink because of this?
Probably. I don't know, man.
Oh, we all need to see shrinks. That's obvious.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's why we're here, isn't it? It's because this is cheaper than therapy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and also we could possibly make the monies.
Maybe.
I also for the first time in my entire life, I could not pass the eye exam test they give you when you go to renew the license.
Shit.
So I had to go get glasses, right?
Oh,
And
no.
for those of you who don't know, I'm not allowed to go to a technology store by myself because my fiance.
What did you buy?
Me.
Did you buy Steam Deck goggles or something?
So, well, we're getting there,
my
Brandon. Let me get to the end of the story here.
I feel
So,
bad for her.
I go in, and as I believe, Brandon, you may be aware, I have a penchant for Ray-Bans. I really like Ray-Bans. So I went in, and I was looking through the Ray-Ban section, and I picked out a nice thing of Ray-Bans, and she's like, do you want to get a second pair of glasses while you're here, because you'll get 50% off your frames? And I'm like, well, that's a pretty good steal. Well, no. I got myself, because I looked at their display unit that they had, and it said, Ray-Ban Stories Smart Glasses. And I was like, oh no.
Why did
so
you
I was watching, I was like, hold on, let me watch this display and I'll let you know if I want a second pair of glasses or not. And
you're like, I'll take 3 more pair.
Like, it syncs up to your phone, it plays it'll sync up to your phone, it takes pictures, they got cameras built into them. They'll play your music through your phone. You can answer calls through your glasses. You can upload directly to Facebook through your glasses because they're powered by Meta. And that's the story of how I spent $700 at Lenscraft.
Jesus Christ!
I'll be honest. I remember I saw they have like Bose sunglasses that got like the speakers in them. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've seen them.
I'd be down for those. Like, I mean, I would use those. Probably more than I probably should as a healthy human being.
I would use those too for work. They don't know that I'm hearing music.
Well, they're
while
gonna be a
walking.
little confused as to why you're wearing sunglasses at work, but
Doesn't matter. Like I said, like I just got a thing.
I am very curious about that though, because
But
like,
I did
what Spike you got. Yeah, that sounds something interesting actually.
I did wind up buying like specialized lenses as well, so that was included in the price. I got
that's where the 700 is. Those lenses.
I got the lenses. Yeah, I got the transition lenses.
Yes, me.
I got the ones with the hydrophobia, so the water comes right off of them.
Wow.
And then
dropping that much on deck. Yeah, you should.
Blue light filters. So.
Oof.
So he's now wearing those, staring at the screen like I can see everything.
Not yet. They won't be in for 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
But
when they are, your fiance is going to be like, oh good.
Oh yeah. Well, listen. We don't talk about.
She's
the reason
listening. She's listening, right?
I shredded the receipt.
You
anyway.
Look,
was she in the room?
I'm just gonna repeat
no,
what
she
you
was
said.
at work.
I'm just gonna say what you said. Whatever you said in the internet is gonna echo for the rest of your fucking life.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm looking at her
He
right now.
fucking spent $700, and I repeat, $700 fucking bucks on glasses. I'm just gonna say that.
It was 2 pair. I got 2 pair for that price. Shut up.
Still.
And they are transition lenses, and they have blue light. I mean, the lenses are probably where the money was at on that. Honestly, I'm not really making that up because I remember sunglasses were like amazingly expensive because of the glasses.
Well, before insurance and the 50% discount I got, those frames were straight. Because again, I got 2 pairs of glasses in this process.
Right,
but
right.
before
so about $2,000.
Before insurance and the 50% discount I got, those lenses were $700 by themselves, or the glasses were $700 by themselves.
Damn.
That didn't include
that's
the
somewhere
lenses
around
or anything. That's
$1,500.
literally just the frames.
That's a lot still.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So I got all those discounts, and then like I said, I got the 2 pairs of glasses and the lenses and everything out the door, 700.
Wow.
But yeah, Lens
Well,
Crafter's got me. Lens Crafter.
I love
even
Lenscrafter's the one that got you.
I even sent her a message. I'm like, you know how I'm not allowed to go in tech stores by myself? She's like, yes. I'm like, Ray-Bans have smart glasses. She's like, how much did they cost you?
Well,
At least she knows. She's like, well, I made peace with this.
oh my
Yeah,
God.
he's not wrong. That's just not wrong. Of all places you don't expect, like, Lenscrafters should be, it's like if you walked into, like, a Quiznos or something, and suddenly you walk out with, like, smart technology because of the sandwich.
A smart sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh
You
my
poop it
God.
out.
Like,
It gives you
of
like
all
a bio
places,
send
yeah.
readout.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, I just need the
Yeah,
digital
Sbarro
readout
has the
from,
smart pizza now.
I'm down. Let's go. When do you want to go?
Oh my God.
There's a reason I'm not supposed to go to tech stores by myself. What do you mean you spent $3,000 at Micro Center? Well, for starters,
There's
you let
only
me go
one
in
in
by
your area,
myself.
too. That's impressive. I know where that
So-
one's at. That's impressive.
Right? So really, you're to blame here for letting me go in by myself.
You also
It's
had an
your
hour
fault, not
buffer to
mine.
get that fixed.
Oh my God.
No, I know exactly. I know where the one Micro Center in Cleveland, Ohio is because I used to park by it all the time. I never went in because I knew better.
Oh my God.
Listen,
I
like
had that
shopping there, man.
willpower.
You get a 3D printer, a couple of monitors, new laptop, graphics card because the 4090s are coming out soon.
What was the name of the store that existed here and doesn't exist, Brandon?
Fries.
Fries, yeah.
Yeah, we had a Fries here for 5 minutes when we were down here.
I was gonna say I heard Fry's is like a magical tech store.
Well, it
It
doesn't
didn't
exist
look like it
anymore.
when we were in there.
No, it doesn't exist anymore. Like the time that we went there, it was dead as a fuck.
All right.
Like, dead.
So to give you an example of what we're dealing with here when it comes to this Fries, and I'm not poo-pooing the Fries experience for people that have been to them. I mean, the first one I went to was literally at this death store situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to throw it back a little bit. Illy, you will not know this store. Spikeu, you might. Do you remember Ames?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when Ames was transitioning to Hills and that place was just depressing?
Yes.
That's exactly what it was like.
That's really sad. Also,
Yeah.
because I just decided to Google it, apparently Fry's shut down
Mm-hmm.
just altogether.
They're dead.
There's still a few kicking around,
Yeah,
which is
they
really
are.
upsetting because I did want to go to the one that essentially looked like a space station.
Yeah.
I
I think that was one
but-
of the flagship ones.
Yeah,
I
Wait,
think
you got the Nakatomi Plaza.
I did. I did make it to Nakatomi Plaza, which is really important for me on
Yeah.
an emotional level.
right. It's one of the
'Cause
We're
bucket
going to have
that's-
the 12 days of Die Hard on this channel
I mean,
in December. I know
it's,
that.
It's the
I
bucket
mean-
list. So
I don't think that's enough times to watch Die Hard during Christmas.
I don't disagree with you on that.
'cause
You
it's-
can watch
it's
Die
not
Hard
really-
anytime.
It's not really the holiday season until you watch Hans Gruber fall off the top of that tower.
What if you see Michael King sing?
oh my God.
Wow, yeah.
So
Again, I never really went to a Fry's, but I mean, I can see where that experience was going there. I was like, this looks like the innards. Like, I thought it was because of COVID, it was dying. And I was like, man, this place takes off again. This is going to be a party to come to.
But
Oh,
they
yeah,
decided
'cause
not to. That's kinda sad.
the only one I ever went to had like 2 levels to it, and the upper level was just straight an arcade.
Oh, this place was massive.
This
Like,
one
this place we went to was
had a
fucking
theater.
massive.
It had like an area that looked like a movie theater. That's the only
Mhm.
thing that I said like, wow, this is nice. I think it's the
And,
one that,
to-
that had the
Go ahead.
tower, right? The petroleum tower or something.
Yeah, because the theme for that one was like oil because we're in
Mhm.
Houston, so it was like an oil, like a Texas oil field type theme to it.
Yeah.
The old oil tycoons.
Yeah, I saw like the ideas. I saw the potential of the game section. Like they had the freaking
Yeah.
Neo Geo handhelds, like the
Mhm.
Neo Geo like Super Nintendo Minis, the Neo Geo equivalent. They
Right.
had those sitting there. Because I remember Illy looking at me like, "You're not buying that," but it's like, "But it's right here. You're not buying it," and I'm pissed I didn't buy it.
Well, yeah. I was there. If I wasn't there, you would have like, look what I got. I mean, I'm gonna punch you in the balls.
And this is why Brandon is not allowed anywhere near a video games area.
Right.
I mean, at
Possibly
least
a
you could
comic
go.
book shop too.
No.
I mean, at least you can go inside the electronics store by yourself, just not the video game department. I'm not allowed within the general vicinity of the
No,
electronics
the
store
thing is that
without adult supervision.
The thing is that it happens to me too. It's
In
like
quotes.
don't go to video game stores because you're gonna bring something, and it always happens. Like I already checked my finances. Me, what the fuck did you bring? Like every time you come in, is like I checked my finances. And me, what did you got?
This sounds super familiar.
Yes.
Like I feel like I've had this conversation several times this
More
week.
than we should.
I mean,
Well,
now
especially now, like I don't know if any of you guys follow the Raspberry Pi tech at all.
I know a little bit about it, yeah, but that's for retro consoles and stuff.
Well, technically, right now, depending on how you do it, you can get up to like PlayStation 2s running on them. But not the point.
Well, that can be considered retro at this point.
Yeah, I guess. I'm old. I forget sometimes.
I do too.
The point I'm trying to make is I used to be able to get those for like $40 a pop, right, for their most expensive model, and because of the chip shortage, they're like $160 right now.
Yeah, like honestly, I want one of those like analog Super Nintendos and Genesises, but it's like I can't justify the expense because I know it's going to be insanely expensive for those.
it is what it is.
I mean, define what you're looking for, Brandon, because we can probably work something out after.
No, it's more because I'm lazy and I just want to hook it up to my HDMI receiver. I know there's ways around it. I'm just lazy. I just want to pay for the time. I freely admit it.
Oh my god.
I mean, I got you. I understand.
Now, that being said, for your thing, have you checked the Exchange up there? Because I know the Exchange usually had some Raspberry Pi stuff in there.
Yeah, I've been to a couple electronic places looking for them.
All right, you may want to check on that the Exchange stores. They may have something for you there. Because that place had everything. Although, except they don't have, what was it your father was looking for, Illy? Was it Betamax?
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yes.
They didn't have Betamax.
So let me explain this because my dad found like a bunch of Betamax and VHSs, and he wants to transfer them into digital. He did fucking find one though.
Yeah, we did find one on Amazon.
Yeah, he found one, and he found like the thingy to record it and everything. So.
Well, the best part about that whole story was, like, she called specifically to be like, hey, could you have Brandon, like, check around? Because he knows how to find techie stuff. And we're like, oh, okay, well, what do you need? Yeah. We need a Betamax player. And we're like, what? Even I was kind of like, what? There is no way you're going to find a... It's like, where am I even going to be getting a look in Houston, number one? And I'm like, all right, well, I thought about it. I was like, let me check Amazon. No, well, we found it later, but that's besides the point. I checked on there. I'm like, okay, it's not there. And I was like, all right, I'm going to lean on some connections up in Ohio because I figured nothing else. I can get one of you guys to ship it for me. I would have paid you back for the shipping and all that. But,
right. But how much
and it's
was
like,
it?
I called the store that we know of that's like, you will find anything there. I don't care how old it is. All right, so I thought, because I called, this is literally the conversation I had. It's like, hi, I'm looking for a Betamax player. What's that?
Yeah.
And he's like, I explained it to him. He's like, oh, let me go check. I have a VHS player. I'm like, that's not helping. I'm like, I don't think you have it. And he's like, oh, I don't think we do either. I'm like, no fucking shit.
And yeah, my dad actually found it like on the Mexican equivalent of eBay.
Oh, I was about to suggest, why didn't you guys check eBay?
Yeah, the Mexican equivalent of eBay. We don't have eBay down there. We have Mercado Libre.
They have El Bay.
No, pendejo. It's called Mercado Libre, which is called free market. So
I thought El Bay would be better. Honestly, it's just right there. You just put an L and you're done.
Oh my god, Brandon! Can you?
What am I wrong? I mean, it's got a good brand recognition.
I typed in Betamax into eBay, and all it returned was a bunch of Betamax porn. Which is odd because that's actually why Betamax.
That is like weirdly specific, yeah.
Like that's why Betamax lost the contest because the porn industry was like, this VHS has something to it.
Right.
Just like the Blu-ray and the HD DVD.
Well, anyway, they found it, so whatever.
Yeah, but still, I just love the fact that I called a place. What's that? And I'm like, all right, I'm not that old. Come on.
Right.
Brandon, we are though.
Apparently we are. And trust me, I have had reality check after reality check the last 2 weeks about that.
Hey, like, is that a 3D printed save icon? Get out of here, child. Get out of my office.
Like, I think, what was it? One day, like I said, I think I posted on Twitter, which you can follow me at BTPH if you're wanting to do that for whatever reason, you people. But I was like, is a PlayStation 3 now considered retro? Like, that's where I was like, I remember I bought this when I was like in my 20s, and now it's like, it's almost like it's a step below retro at this point because we're now on the PlayStation 5. Like, is it on the cusp or what? You get what I'm saying?
I mean, it is 16 years old at this point, Brandon.
But what is the magic number? Is it old enough to drink that we consider it retro, or do we consider it when it drives? You get where I'm going with this.
I would think old enough to vote makes it a retro console.
Okay, so 18. All right, so we got a couple of years yet. Okay, now I don't feel that old.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of feeling old.
Oh no.
Did you guys do your homework?
Surprisingly, yes. Kind of.
Wait, kind of.
You said mysteries too, right?
Yes. Based on her exceptional voice of astounding positivity when I said, "Did you do your homework?" Let's let Illy go first.
Well, the thing is that it's not anymore a mystery.
Who I am as a person.
So. Yeah.
Well, go ahead. What do you got for me?
I'm a bastard.
Because honestly, I have 4 mysteries to pick from, and which one I pick from is going to depend on the 2 you guys give me.
Oh, God damn it. Well,
mine might hit one of yours, but I doubt it.
Mine is like a mystery murder kind of thing. Yes?
Okay.
Okay. So,
what do we got? Tell me about it.
Okay.
You're speaking his language.
Okay. So, there was this thing. I'm going to look at you. Every time you ask for me things, I'm going to look it up in Mexico because fuck you. That's why.
What?
She knows her wheelhouse.
So, because I am from there, and the mysteries I know are from fucking there.
Good.
Capiche?
That's even better because those are mysteries I probably don't know.
Okay, so there's like this house in Monterrey that is called the House of the Tubes, Casa de los Tubos. This house has been constructed. It's pretty much on a hill. If you went to like down the mountain area, because we do have mountain areas where I live, you can see the fucking house, and it looks like pretty much, remember the Power Rangers Swordome thing?
Oh my God, it does.
It does look like that, right? Okay, so the thing is that in the 1970s they built that thing because the person that ordered that construction had like this kid that she was on a wheelchair, like she couldn't move around and such. So he chose like that area. He put all the fucking money for it because he wanted a place where her kid could like move around in the fucking house with no problems. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out that they started constructing it.
We be listening.
Yeah, I know that you're listening. And
it has an uncomfortable number of ramps, but I mean, I understand why it is now that you've explained the story behind it.
And I've seen like a bunch of videos. It is like a spiral kind of thing constructed. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of having stairs and all that stuff, it's a bunch of like twirls.
I'm literally looking at pictures of it right now as you talk.
Okay, so well, not apparently. It did have a bunch of deaths since the construction before the tragedy actually happened. Most of the constructors fell from the fucking thing. They heard voices, they heard sounds and all that crap, and they actually demanded the guy that's like, we need to stop this shit because something doesn't want us to do that. It's like, no, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna give you more money, right? So they keep on constructing, and almost at the end of the building of the thing, they took the kid to it. Like, I want her to feel the place to see how it works. Turns out that the kid killed herself on the thing. Like, she fell.
Jesus.
She fell from the last fucking level, and she fucking killed herself. So they
probably because of these ramps look like they were designed by a slide constructionist at SeaWorld.
Well, the thing is,
are you sure it's not chutes and ladders?
The thing is that it looks really ominous. That it's like, oh shit, you're gonna go all over, right? No, it's not like that. It's honestly not like that. It was.
I mean,
well, the thing is that that's not the end of the fucking thing. So that place has been closed forever. A lot of people went there to check it. They say that there's like a weird portal in the fucking place. Like, you go in through the front, like downstairs, and you end up always on the last fucking level. Like, if you go in the first door that it's on the entrance, for some fucking reason, you open it up, you're on the fucking top level. It's like, why? Why does it always happen? I have friends
Listen,
that
I'll
Yeah.
be honest with you. I would murder somebody to own this house. Like, their outdoor kitchen is impressive. Their indoor kitchen is impressive. This
The thing is-
bathtub with a shower.
Okay,
Like,
so
what is this?
that's what I'm trying to tell. Like, the thing is that it's been abandoned for years till I left.
Sure, now it's Jeffrey Dahmer's like summer house.
Yeah, I fucking left. Brandon actually passed through there. He doesn't fucking remember. But I was like, dude, that's the Sorting house. I always said, like, that's the horse Sorting. Like, oh, yeah, whatever. I mean, dude, that's, like, the best thing here.
I didn't come out with a power morpher. I was disappointed.
Listen, I will.
Actually, that
straight
might
up-
have been a good thing.
I mean, it's in Mexico. Can I offer them like $25 for this house? Is that a fair
No.
offer?
So, the funny thing is that, like,
No, you gotta at least get a cut, at least 500, like the amount you
Hey,
paid
listen,
for your
here's
glasses,
$25 and also some Hispanic rice that I found at the store.
oh, my God. They would fucking
No,
lynch you.
dude, you want to get in it? You want to get in there good? Tamales. That'll
Oh,
get
yeah,
you in.
no. You
know
buy
what?
anything with
Will you
tamales.
make that happen?
You
Make
buy
that
anything
happen.
with tamales. So,
This
anyway,
fucking amazing pool.
that's
Like,
what that's
their
where I'm
outdoor
going.
porch has a ceiling fan.
Hear me out before you, like,
Okay,
get all
I'm listening.
nuts.
All right, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done talking about the house. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mike was like doing real estate listings for
Yes.
Casa Zordas or whatever.
The thing is that I just realized, like, today, like, I'm this 2 year old, that fucking thing was decided to be reconstructed. Like, the base of the tube thingies is what it's been all since the 70s. And then suddenly some fucking architect said, like, fuck this curse, fuck this place, I'm gonna make it a museum, slash, I guess it's like, where they have, like, classes and shit for art. So now that's kind of why it's like that. Like, some fucking architect person has, like, a station there to work and such. I am still kind of considering that place is cursed as fuck because this is recent, the cleanup and such. Because for all these years, for all my fucking life, that place was cursed, and cursed it was.
That's because
I mean,
you
listen.
didn't have the dragon dagger to call Dragon Zord to clean everything up.
But yeah, that's
Listen, I'll be straight up honest with you. That house could be cursed as fuck. But if the devil wants to be cursing anybody in my house, he better do some damn dishes. What bills you pay to be coming in this house cursing people, demons?
But yeah, I mean,
So we know that Nightbraid is going to have a problem.
I would honestly go and see it. Like, I want to see this shit because I went there when I was, like, in my teens, and that place was omnibus. Like, damn, this is dark. This is horrible. I don't know. I mean, you're seeing the nice version of it. If you find, like, pictures of when it was abandoned and bullshit, it was kind of creepy.
It looks like half rotted smokestacks
Yes.
stapled together.
Yes, that's why.
As soon as you brought this up, I immediately started researching it. I'm sorry.
Nah, that's fine. That's fine.
This is who I am as a person.
But yeah, that's the thing. And the thing is,
Here,
like,
this for $700 glasses.
I told Brandon, like, I know what I'm gonna look, and I started like, oh, never mind, this thing is uncursed anymore. Like, now what real estate got into it. And
I mean,
now-
it could still be cursed. It was an art major who bought it, right? It
Yeah.
could still be cursed. How do you think he got his money?
It'd be really funny though, because I only know.
Is he a
of
famous
one
artist? Because
person.
that'll definitely be cursed then.
I only know of one person that is like that stinking rich, I guess, and lives in Monterrey and is our artist, and is the guy that was my director, like from my art school. That fucking French guy.
Did he have an unnecessarily
We-
attractive wife?
Bro, no, I think he's gay. I think.
Oh,
He's gay.
did he have an unnecessarily attractive husband?
I don't know. When I met him, he wasn't married.
Was it a Sandy
I
in the
just
office
know how
that came to
demons
life?
work.
It just sounds like his kind of fucking bullshit, because when I studied in that place, the place where we studied was fucking cursed. Like
Anytime.
like it was like
Was his husband? He broke one of those things from Blade Runner, the toy
look,
dolls.
Brandon, shut the fuck up. Let me tell what the fuck was going on there. We were fucking in a building that looked like a fucking crazy asylum. All
I feel like you need like a comma in there somewhere because no one should be fucking their art teacher in a building.
no. I'm just gonna say that like the spot where it was the building where they
Ugh.
constructed it. On the bottom there was like a memorial of where people fucking died in a hurricane. The worst hurricane in Monterrey, which is Gilberto. Like fucking 100
Those are people who
disappeared.
died.
Brandon, 100 people fucking disappeared in a fucking hurricane because across the street there was like a fucking river, No, if you look that shit up, it was fucked up. And in that fucking spot that was cursed as shit, because it was cursed as shit. He decided
So
to
what
do
I'm learning
another-
is you have multiple mysteries just around where you used to live.
Yeah, man, I feel like I need to talk to Illy more about mysteries where she lives, because like I feel like I could learn a lot of stuff.
You don't
Usually
know.
in most,
like Robert
usually
Stack
most,
level
the
shit.
only Mexican mysteries I know end with, and the cartel may have been involved.
Right. But
No, like, listen, fun fact for anybody who's listening, and you too as well, if you ever meet a famous artist, ask them about gargoyles. If they don't want to talk to you about gargoyles, they're famous because of demons. It's that simple. Litmus test for everybody.
Oh my god.
By the way, Illy, that reminds me, the check needs to clear for the demons, so we
Oh.
might need to address that tomorrow.
Shit. Stop it. Don't talk about our problems.
Powered by the soul of an abandoned
I
Bro,
just the guy
bro.
you didn't hear the door, but the guy came in and he
I-
didn't look happy.
I need to live for a second because I need to turn off the fucking candle. Can you? Yes. Goodbye.
Oh, what?
She's
You
gonna
actually
burn
have
your
a
house
candle?
down, Brandon. Good job.
I legitimately didn't know she had a candle burning. How aware am I? And you can hear her now.
Amazing.
Well, you're done with
Amazing.
you're done with your mystery, right? All right, I guess I'll go since she's disabling a candle.
What? I hear screaming in the background.
Oh, that's just the gargoyles. That's just our gargoyles, you know. That's old Glenn
I'm
and
fucking back. Oh my
Gary.
god. Oh my god.
All our gargoyles are named after G.
That's so
Did
bad.
you almost burn down the house?
No.
Are you lying?
Glenn's
No.
not happy though. Glenn and Gary are not happy.
I feel like she's lying.
Look.
Anyway, Brandon, what did you find?
Beautiful transition, by the way. Just beautiful transition.
Oh my god.
All right, so I got two. One I would argue is more of a conspiracy theory, and it's nothing earth-shattering on that by any means. But the first one is actually one that, do you know they actually haven't found the perpetrators of this yet? Like, I actually looked it up today. They still haven't found them. And what I'm talking about is the Max Headroom hacking.
Yes. Yes.
They haven't found them yet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
they have a
fucking
good
crazy.
idea of who. They have a good idea of who it was, but they can't prove it because dude kicked the bucket.
Yeah. But for those of you that don't know, around the late 80s, there was in Chicago, some guys hijacked the signal to not one, but two channels in the vicinity and had a bad Max Headroom mask on and did a bunch of crazy shit just for kicks and giggles.
Mm-hmm. Imagine watching
And,
Doctor Who, and then all of a sudden you get a dude in a Max Headroom helmet getting his ass spanked by a dominatrix. Anyway, hi Brandon.
Well, you know, that is that one episode they don't talk about. It's one of the lost episodes.
Oh my god.
You know, that's you don't want to see Patrick Troughton in his leather bikini. It was just weird.
Oh
That a deep enough cut for you on that one?
Nah, actually it's a little bit before my time. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't actually show up until Doctor 9.
Yeah, well, I meant of the back stuff, but that doesn't matter. But yeah, it's just wild. It's like, you know, like how much shit they got away with on just that 30 minutes, and they're still getting away with it because they haven't been found. Like, it's like nobody knows who the fuck it was. Like, yeah, they have an idea, like you said, but like they just were kind of like, oh, you crazy kids, we're not gonna do anything. When you know full well the company's like, they need to be fucking found.
We need to know who did this right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And it turns out it was Spikey the whole
It was me
time.
the whole
He just
time.
time traveled.
Well, the
Yeah.
thing that I always enjoyed about the Max Headroom is it sort of predicted this concept of VTubers, basically. Because I
It
mean,
did.
that's what
Max Headroom was
initially
so
was.
far ahead of his time. It's
Oh,
scary.
yeah. Well, and a lot of people don't know this too, but you know he was the neighbor's dad from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh, was he?
You do know that he's
Same actor.
he's a trash can man from The Stand also,
Yep, same actor.
and he did a bunch of Star Trek too. So for our Star Trek fans in the audience, we've got you covered. By the way, what the fuck is with this box? I just noticed it has like thrusters on it.
Yes, it does.
Did somebody get bored and build a model in here or something?
It's-
Like seriously, I need to install cameras, I guess.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm really close to it. I'm in a window and it smells funky. Very funky.
Probably.
Yeah.
Does it smell like virginity and disappointment?
Probably. Yes, it does. From this
Wow.
point, I can see stains that shouldn't exist. I am very.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so scared of this fucking box. Thank God for the double level mirror I got here, like the glass.
I'm sorry, Brandon. Maybe I should have said
Damn.
virginity and constantly losing to me in Warhammer.
Wow.
I did not know that till now, and I should be worried. No, not in the slightest.
Oh.
Listen, we're not. What,
gosh.
Vash? What are you talking about? It's not like this box was designed for you. What are you doing?
Boy, we're just telegraphing this so fucking bad. Like, we're not even tidying it anymore, are we?
I mean, I was trying to, but
I mean.
Anyway, so moving on. My second mystery is what I feel is more of a borderline conspiracy theory, and that is Paul is dead.
oh god, I love that theory so much.
That is so fucking bonkers. It's still around. That's the crazier thing. Like, it's all been proven wrong, and no, we're still committed to this.
I feel like the best one was when Chris Farley brought it up on Saturday Night Live.
Oh my god.
He's like, so he said, yeah. There's like a skit where it's like Chris Farley sitting there, and he's like, so hey, you know that rumor where you're actually dead? And Paul's like, yeah. He's like, is it true? And Paul's like, no.
You do realize Chris Farley, that's one of the few times Chris Farley was legit terrified to be on screen. Like, he was so, like, starstruck by McCartney.
Oh yeah.
And I guess they just leaned into it. It's like, let's roll with it. So, but yeah, that fascinating. For those of you that don't know, in the mid-'60s, there was a rumor going around that Paul McCartney, we're going to refer to him as that at this point, was in a terrible accident and died, and the Beatles, because they're lazy fucks and they just didn't want to change anything or announce it to the world and make people feel sad, literally held a lookalike contest, and a guy won. And that's Paul McCartney now, is the theory.
I mean,
like, that's the theory going around. Well, also at the same time, the Beatles just sort of like had fun with it too. Like Revolution Number 9, you play that backwards. Turn Me On, Dead Man.
Yep.
There's a Beatles song where but Lennon makes fun of it by like referencing it. And the Abbey Road album, if you notice, there's an implication that McCartney is not there, and that's why he's like doing differently than the others.
Well, not only that, but isn't he barefoot and floating slightly off the ground?
Yes, that was what I was getting to.
What? Really?
Yeah. If you look at it, people are like, it's like everybody wonders why conspiracy theories happen, and then you hear stuff about this, and you're like, of course they happen. People will talk about anything. Right now, there are probably people talking about us like, Brandon's not real. That's just Spikey with a different voice.
I mean, that implies that I didn't like fight my way into an alternate universe to find another Brandon.
Oh my god.
Oh, now we're gonna add multiverse theory to this.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I gotta say this.
Listen, I don't know what. Listen, I will always jump on multiverse theory ever since. And Brandon, you could probably pull this out of your hat faster than I do. Who is the man who created John Constantine?
Alan Moore.
There we go. Do you know Alan Moore believes that he actually met John Constantine, like the actual person?
Yes.
It's the best.
Not only him, but subsequent writers.
What?
Like, subsequent writers have just been like, I think it was, I forget who it was, but one of them was like, I saw that guy and I just kept walking because I knew I was getting into deep shit if I followed him.
What the fuck? He
like,
exists?
people actually think the writers actually feel like they've met Constantine.
The character John
That is
Constantine.
not a joke. That is
I
legit.
am thirsty. Why? I just learned this.
Listen, I know all sorts of weird shit, Billy. Give it time.
I thought this
We'll
was,
get into some
as
weird,
stupid as it sounds, I thought this was common knowledge. I really did. I thought this was common knowledge in comics. I really
if
did.
I knew that the
man
man existed, I would have married this Brandon. I mean, what?
Brandon's gonna
you'd be
listen
dead right now.
Yeah, man. Anybody who falls
Like, am I
in love with
wrong?
John
How many people have been
Constantine
dead
winds
around
up
Constantine?
Okay, everyone he cares about.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
At
it's like
least
putting
I
on a
said I
red shirt and
survived the
expecting to
fucking
live
guy.
through an episode of Star Trek.
Oh my god. We just lost 2 followers.
And also, if you...
Just kidding.
Yeah, well. Well, also at the same time, if you ever saw that Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, you definitely don't want to be dating him, because boy, you go out bad.
I mean,
Boy, does he.
He fucks everything that walks. I mean,
He does.
And apparently
floats.
King Shark.
And floats.
He did
also.
have sex with the King Shark.
Yes, we all know that. I don't want to get the thing
I mean,
from the...
can you blame him, though? It is King Shark.
Sexy beast.
And it's Sylvester Stallone's voice, you know?
Wait. No! It's the thing that I didn't want to have in my brain. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fuck
now you
you.
can suffer like the rest of us.
Well, I'm gonna go sleep now and die.
Yeah, man, that 12-hour. Just remember, when you're doing that 12 hours stream later, you're gonna be sitting there like, Constantine fucked a shark.
And I'll be playing like Man-Eater all night. It's like, oh no.
I don't know, man. I'm not.
Oh,
Listen, I'm
no.
I'm not naming any names, but I feel like at this point in time, there's a lot of people on the internet who want to fuck a shark.
Yes, and more than
Yeah,
we
Shark
should.
Week's no longer just a television event.
Oh no, and depends on where you are in the States. There's no bestiality like law, so yeah.
Hey, it's not a law if you're not caught.
Some people say it should be illegal for a man to love his car this much.
You know,
Wait,
I'm
what are we
just.
talking about?
Well, then Texas is in trouble then.
Oh, oh and did you ever see? I'm sorry if we're like getting out of the theme, but
We went way off track real fast.
But there's like this show that was
Welcome
a
to the
while
show,
ago.
everybody.
There was a while ago that they showed like people that had like either sexual relationships with objects and shit. What was the name of that shit? I remember the guy that was in love with a fucking roller coaster or something like that. And the one with the car.
Well, there's a person in France that literally wants to fuck the Eiffel Tower.
Yes, that one too.
I do actually want to kind of pull this back to Brandon's original topic of being Paul is dead. But are you guys familiar with? And this isn't my mystery or theory, by the way.
Okay.
Are you guys familiar with the album or the concept of the album Everyday Chemistry?
Thank you.
What
was that, Spiker? I'm sorry.
Are you guys familiar with the album or the concept of the album Everyday Chemistry?
No.
So I want to say 2009. I could be wrong. Someone may want to fact check me on the date. But in 2009, this guy shows up on like the early, at this point in time, it might have been Reddit. I don't know, but he shows up on the internet claiming to have met a man from an alternate universe, and the only difference between that universe and our universe was that the Beatles never broke up.
Man, I want to go to that universe just because I want to know what the fuck music was like, because that's gotta be trippy.
Well, you can actually find the album online. The man was given the album by this alternate dimension fellow, and he uploaded it to the internet. It's a really good album because it's a hodgepodge of Beatles songs.
Oh shit!
Right?
I found it. Yeah.
But
actually, just real quick, I'm sorry, I don't mean this is kind of on track, but you know the band The Fireman, right? You aware of that band?
Yes.
It's basically Paul McCartney techno. Somebody I know years ago pretty much said it's like this would be the Beatles right now if they were still together, and I don't think they're wrong.
I put it on the Discord. It's called "The Beatles Never Broke Up."
Okay.
But yeah, it was an album. It's a good album. If you get a chance to listen to it, you can find it online.
I'll give that a listen. Yeah,
it's right there. I just put it.
But it's claimed claimed to have been created by the Beatles in this alternate universe.
Wow.
But yeah, I wanted to pull it back to Brandon's topic.
That is awesome.
Well, also at the same time, here's one of the funny things, and this is one of those like, okay, we're gonna talk multiverse theory.
Oh my god.
Okay, and gonna kind of seg this into video games. The Wolfenstein games, the two new ones. You do know the joke about the band in that, right? It's basically, I forget what the name of the band is. Please, if anybody's on the chat and you want to tell me. But the band is basically implied to be the Beatles, if the Beatles were in the German timeline like that.
What?
That's interesting.
Because they even make a reference in, if you go into the albums in there, like you get those collectible albums. One of the songs, if you look at the LP liner notes, they say that one of the band members actually got into trouble because they said they were bigger than Hitler, and they didn't say thank you to the Fuhrer when they did their announcement. I don't know if that sounds like John Lennon to you, but that sounds like John Lennon to me.
That sounds like some shit John Lennon would do, yeah.
Wow.
He's like, I'm bigger than Hitler.
And also the Changeover Day song from the second Wolfenstein game. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That was applied to be done by that same band.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's like
back in.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so pissed with Microsoft buying them because I'm never going to play that third Wolfenstein game that I'm waiting for because I love those two first games. Those two games are phenomenal. Like just the world building, the gameplay, everything. It's like I'm so pissed with them.
Wow.
Because I don't want to buy an Xbox.
Well,
Yeah, I don't
obviously.
blame you. Well, you gotta buy a gaming PC then, Brandon. You can get most of those Xbox games on a gaming PC and not have to buy an
Hey,
Xbox.
we get our followers, we get some monies. I will consider it. And if you want to
Meanwhile, I'm
follow
setting
us on
up.
this
Oh,
channel,
no.
you
Oh,
just
no.
need to go over to
There it
follow
comes.
Magic
Here
Ninja
comes,
Robot.
yes. You didn't raise the volume though.
All right,
you
I'm done.
should.
No, I can't do it when I'm doing my public speaker voice, where I am on a PBS channel talking like this. And now, paint drying while my voice continues on like this for hours, and you fall asleep and then have nightmares.
Of paint drying? Or
Sure.
Constantine fucking a shark?
Why not both? Why not paint
I-
being fucked by
I-
Constantine and the shark?
I kind of wonder if like shark tongues are as sharp as their skin. I do.
I would have to. You know
Oh,
what?
no.
I'm not getting into this because the last time someone brought up a question like this, I had an hour-long conversation about whether or not the aura rays from Final Fantasy 14 had a cloaca.
They probably do know. Aren't they birds?
No, but why would they have? No, they're dragons. But why would they have a cloaca? They have belly buttons.
I don't want to get into this conversation.
Yeah, we can't. No, we can't do
We're
this.
getting off. Brandon, what's your mystery?
Hey, guess what? I'm going to talk about my mystery now. And since
Thank
you guys did,
See, that,
since
that
you
makes-
guys did, since you guys did spooky mysteries and you guys did a non-video game pop culture mystery, I am going to talk about Sword Quest. Are either of you familiar with Sword Quest?
No.
Is that like live action RPG shit?
Do I want to say yes? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. So
I didn't think I was that close. Okay.
So the concept of Sword Quest is pretty simple, right?
Uh-huh.
We put out a video game.
Uh-huh.
You're not shit at the video game. I give you an actual piece of treasure. Simple concept, right?
Oh, so it's like the Last Starfighter, kind of.
Right, exactly. So essentially, what Sword Quest was supposed to be a series of games. And as you complete the puzzles, do everything.
Yeah, the Atari games. I know what you're talking about.
There
now.
you go.
Yeah, I got
Okay,
you.
Brandon's got it. Cool.
Okay.
So the first, essentially, what was supposed to happen is you solve these puzzles. You send your data sheet over to Atari.
Oh,
Atari
yeah.
invites you over to.
Yeah. And there's a big
finalist
MacGuffin that
competition.
never went out.
Right. The first MacGuffin was from the first game, Earthworld. And
Right.
it was a giant 18-karat solid gold disc studded with 12 diamonds and the
I
birth stones of
remember
the 12
this.
zodiac signs.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
because Atari thought this was a good idea with their money.
Right? The second game, the Chalice, or was called Fireworld, and you could get this thing called the Chalice of Light. It was literally a goblet made of platinum and gold studded with diamonds, rubies, sapphires, pearls, and green jade. Because just fuck money, right?
Right.
The third one was supposed to be Waterworld. And Waterworld came with the Crown of Light.
Not Kevin Costner's Waterworld.
Right? Let's not get into that. That was atrocious. It was a solid gold crown decorated with diamonds, rubies, sapphires, and aquamarines.
Right.
And the last game was supposed to be Airworld, which is going to give you the Philosopher's Stone, which was a large piece of white jade in a gold carat box encrusted with emeralds, rubies, and diamonds. Right?
Mm.
So, at first, they were on point. Earthworld, they did their thing. Guy did his victory, got his talisman. Fireworld did its thing. The game was considered not as good as the previous game because the puzzles were easier, believe it or not.
Right.
And a dude by the name of Michael Rideout was awarded the Chalice.
Yay.
And then 1983 rolls around, and as anybody who follows video game history knows, that's when we got the video game crash.
I thought that was when Nintendo took over everything. Okay.
I mean, isn't that 85? Wasn't the
It is.
Nintendo
I was
one out
being
in
a smartass.
1985? Oh, well, there we
I'm
go.
just being a smartass.
My bad. I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, so Waterworld came out, but they couldn't give this dude the crown, right?
Because they were insolvent.
So they offered, because Rideout was one of the people who also cleared Waterworld as well, right?
Right.
So they gave him like $15,000 in an Atari 7800, right?
Right.
Which was like 2 cents then.
The point is, the fate of the prizes have become an urban legend, right? Nobody really knows what happens to them. of the five treasures, because there was also supposed to be a sword if you were
Yeah, I remember the
able to
sword.
beat the
Yeah.
final
Yeah, you were
round.
like the super. You were. It was like the master sword of nerds.
Yes, I
Right.
remember that.
Right. So the chalice, we
I
know,
want a
right
master
out says
sword.
he still has it, right? He's got it stored in a safe deposit box. The guy who won the talisman is an asshole and melted down the talisman for its value. At the time, it was $50,000.
Okay.
The only thing he kept was the small sword. There was a small sword decoration at the top, diamonds, and birthstones, which nobody knows where those are.
Huh.
The crown was created, but nobody knows where it is.
Huh.
So nobody knows where that is. The last one was the Philosopher Stone and the sword for being King Nerd, right? You get the sword. I'm sure it would have wound up in the Witcher's hands eventually anyway.
Right.
Because he deserves it. He is the King Nerd. Anyway, some people believe that the president at the time of Atari, a dude by the last name of Tramiel, kept the sword and the Philosopher's Stone. As a matter of fact, a lot of people believe that the sword is on display at Tramiel's house, or at least has been handed down.
Oh.
They can't confirm if he has the crown, but there have been multiple reports of the sword and the stone being there. That being said, it is highly unlikely because at the time, those items were property of Warner Communications, which means they should have been sent back to Franklin Mint.
For those that don't know, Warner Media did own Atari at one point. They were the owners during this period, just for clarification.
Yes. And Franklin Mint, being who and what they are, would have had them melted down back to their base components to be reissued as other devices somewhere down the road.
Like a $2 coin with a Sacagawea on it.
Yep. Gaming history melted down into nothing but a thing that'll wind up in somebody's vending machine.
Isn't that what kind of happens now with physical media? Sorry.
Here's what I'm bringing. Here is why I wanted to target this specific story. On June 29th of this year, Atari announced that as part of the Atari 5 or the Atari 50 anniversary celebration, Digital Eclipse team has created the fourth and final entry of the Sword Quest series, Airworld, and will be available on all platforms late winter of 2022.
Oh my God, no!
Are you going to attempt this and get the Master Sword?
God,
you have no idea, Brandon. I will make an attempt.
One of us should, I guess.
Oh my God! Yeah, if you win, it will be popular.
Can I stab people with it when you get it?
I'm not going to let you touch the sword. You can look at it.
No, I want to touch the sword.
No.
I'll curse you.
No.
I can knock him out. It won't be a problem.
Whatever. Listen, I don't have to worry about you. Your curses are Mexican curses. I can't understand them, so they won't affect me.
Applying Xanatos logic, are we?
Oh my
Listen,
God!
I don't know if you know this or not, but Xanatos is a damn genius.
He kinda is. Gargoyles references.
Oh,
I think I'd be talking about this in my 40s almost.
Doesn't matter. Still a good show.
But yeah, that was my video game mystery.
I love this. I forgot.
That's actually kind of interesting.
That's actually
I didn't know about that second part. Yeah.
Well, now you better fucking win that shit for the good.
Said I gotta try extra hard.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do it.
Hey! All I'm gonna say is, if you need a guy with more hearts, I probably have more hearts than you, so I can just pull out the sword for you.
There we go.
Oh my God.
See, connected it right to Zelda. Connected it right there.
Of course you did.
Are we talking about Zelda today? Is that on the list?
No.
That's not on the list.
No.
Right.
Oh, I could. Let me go break out my trilogy of Hyrule Historias I have over there.
If that's the case, I'm just gonna go sleep because this is my normal night.
Next week is Metroid.
Oh my God, who did this? I'm sorry. It's just that I posted, like, I got into Twitter and somebody did like that scene with Christian Bale doing the sword thing in the first Batman, the Batman Begins thing, but with a fucking lightsaber. Like,
Good reasons.
That's all.
Hey, actually, that dovetails really well into the next thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
No, not Christian Bale. I mean, we could talk about him forever. He's
good for
anyway.
you. Yeah.
Get lost in his eyes. What?
And he could kill me in my sleep. Yeah. Anyway,
Jesus
so
Christ. We all love him.
Hasbro is one of those weird companies that they fly out. Like, you think of Disney, you think of Warner Brothers, but Hasbro's kind of that company that kind of flows under the radar that does a lot of shit you don't know about. I mean, obviously they do Transformers. Did you know they do Magic the Gathering also?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they own Dungeons and Dragons.
Exactly where I think I'm going. Where I think it's
no,
going.
but we will talk briefly about the Transformers Secret Lab thing, which is stupid. I'm even going to admit that because you can't use them in the game. It's kind of pointless. That's my opinion.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Plus, I have better art looking at me at the moment.
Yeah, I mean,
what?
The art looks really
pissed.
bad.
Oh no.
No, I'm indifferent. The actual thing I wanted to talk about was it's actually Power Rangers. You do know they own Power Rangers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they bought them from Hayam Saban a couple of years ago. Here's the thing. So if you don't know, like the Power Ranger series are sort of imported and chopped up and repackaged from Super Sentai. And they've been doing this since, like, what, the early 90s? I mean, you know, all the action scenes that they did outside were kind of legit unless they had stunt doubles that you could very obviously see. But there were some martial artists there, too. I won't lie.
Mm-hmm.
So the next season of this, they're going to take the Zords from, like, I guess a couple of seasons ago, and they're going to use those as the Zords for the season.
Good.
The show is going to have original suits. They're going to make their own Power Rangers now.
Nice.
That is like, okay, for a lot of people, that's probably like, oh, that's no big deal. But you have to understand, for like Power Ranger fans, even Sentai fans, this is huge.
Oh my
you know?
Yeah.
Well, isn't it?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, this could be the Power Rangers fandom's about to get real upset. Or real excited.
I actually think it's a very interesting and good thing because first of all, I don't mind what they do with the cut and paste stuff from Japan. A lot of it's kind of worked. A lot of it didn't work. Like Go Kaiger is so much better in Japan than we got of Super Mega Force here. If you know what I'm talking about. I do have some knowledge of this.
All I can think, and I know it's not 100% related, but all I can think about right now in the back of my mind is that scene from Clerks 2 where he's like, say what you want about Jesus, but please don't disrespect the GoBots. And I don't know why.
Probably not that wrong, I won't lie. But no, I mean, just from a like, they've tried this before. Do you remember Mystic Knights of Tirnanog, where they used Irish folklore for that?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Brandon. Are you asking me if I remember Mystic Knights from Tirnagog or Illy? Because you and I both know I watched that series like it was going out of style.
Oh, I was too. I won't lie. But the production was terrible.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
But it was an attempt at American style stuff, and yeah, was it shitty? 100%. Was the story good? But they tried.
They really
did. And then they just kind of stopped
that show.
Yeah,
because
now
it was competing with what was it? It was competing with Power Rangers. Sorry, yawned.
Yeah, but this was
competing with Power Rangers.
It
was competing with fighting Beetleborgs. It was competing with what was that? What was the one about the kids who went into to the internet and fight?
Gridman or Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Yeah, that one.
That's it.
Okay, you realize that all those shows, aside from the Cyber Squad that you mentioned, are all owned by the people that made Tirnanog?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
VR Troopers. Thanks, Tom.
VR Troopers, yes. That's the one that I was thinking.
It doesn't matter. But no, that one was something. That one is actually doing really well until they literally ran out of footage. We're like, well, production's done. We got nothing else. Like, they literally just was like, we're done. We can't find anything else to put into this. Also, fun fact, you do know who was supposed to star in that originally, right?
Who?
The Green Power Ranger. That was supposed to be his show.
Oh, really?
But then he got so popular that they're like, yeah, come back.
What the fuck?
I mean, everybody. White Tiger Power.
We were just going to shut up about that one.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about, so I'm just sitting here looking at Twitter.
Let's just say...
the theme song for Tommy's Return was not the best choice of lyrics.
No, but we're still camping out to it. How many years later?
I know.
Yeah. But no, that's besides the point. But no, I mean that's one example. But it's like this is kind of like Hasbro's kind of doubling down. It's like, all right, we own the franchise. Oh yeah, we don't mind the sub, but we want more money, so we're just gonna put the money in ourselves. And if the suits things take off, you could see new Zords in the next season, original.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine Hasbro's engineering.
I want them to go back and give me more dinosaur Zords.
Oh, you have your pick, dude. You realize there's like 5 or 6 shows that are just dinosaur themed, right?
In the Power Rangers franchise?
Uh-huh. There's at least off the top of my head 3 I can think of, and I might be off by 1 or 2. So
I stopped watching Power Rangers back in when they got after the movie came out. I think I was like, all right, I think I'm done with Power Rangers.
I dipped in and out because I had nephews that watched that too, so I was sort of cognizant because of that.
Mm.
Yeah, I think
and then you kind of
the last thing that I saw was the movie, actually. So
yeah. And then you sort of like I've been doing martial arts and it's like I kind of noticed the stunt work, so it's like from a Mystery Science Theater level I started watching it more because it's like I could pick out the stunt doubles and I just found that amusing. And boy was it bad at the end. But no, I mean, we're joking about this, but this is sort of significant, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, so.
Yeah, they're stepping out of their wheelhouse trying something technically new.
Yeah, so it ought to be interesting to see where that goes there. And also, like I said, Hasbro has so many licenses, it's scary. That they can have their own convention now.
Huh. They do?
Yeah, it's PulseCon. It's that's how they're releasing all their stuff, but that's like also at the same time, from a personal nerdy point, you were talking about the Transformers magic thing? Spaiku?
Yes.
Yeah, you were talking about that, right?
Yeah, the Transformers.
You do realize, yeah, that's all cool and all that.
Cards.
You know where I'm excited?
Okay.
They're releasing a Tarn action figure. If you know what that name means, that's fucking awesome. And nobody does but me, and I'm okay with that. I'm just going to let that go. But if you look it up, there is some crazy shit.
Hold on, let me take a look here.
Oh my god.
Look up the Decepticon Justice Division. That's how fucking crazy
Why does he look like a cracked out Megatron?
Because he is.
Like this is what Megatron would look like if someone just shoved like a shit ton of protein in his mouth.
Wow.
So you have to understand, in the IDW comics, they created a faction that is called the Decepticon Justice Division that is named after every conquered principality they took over in Cybertron. And then their sole mission is to go find traitors and kill them.
Wow.
So the fact that we're getting that figure, I'm like, I'm in. I'm awesome with this.
Oh my god.
So that will be adorning my shelf at some point.
Do it up. Send me pics. You know I like action figures.
Yeah. Oh, we have a bunch sitting here. I have Devastator looking at me right now.
My parents were like, I did like a live today, like a video call. It's like, why do you have so many toys in me? It's not mine. It's Brandon's.
Yeah, yours are nestled into the other bookshelf. You just purposely dodge.
I hide them. I'm not stupid.
I don't give a shit.
I don't know. Our stuff's all nice and easily mixed in. Like you have all of my action figures and dinosaurs, and then you have Emmy's stuffed animals.
Oh, we got that too.
Oh yeah, all over the place.
We have a bunch of our Switch games, and then Tom Nook, and then Godzilla's hanging around with them too.
And you know what they say? Old Godzilla was stomping around Tokyo City like a big playground.
We also have, I'm looking here right now, I have a Dragon Zord next to Illy's 2 Sailor Scouts. With next to Grimlock. So, yeah, it's all over the place.
Grimlock. But, I mean, what about Wreck-Gar, though?
Wreck-Gar. He's only good for one thing, garbage.
Oh,
I mean, he's also good for singing songs like Dare to Be Stupid.
You didn't get the joke, that's fine. But you do realize in Transformers Animated, they actually had Weird Al voice Wreck-Gar, right?
Yes, that is the joke I made.
Okay.
Funny.
We counter-joked, and neither of us got it.
Yeah. And Illy's just like, for the love of God, end this conversation now.
She's like,
there's nothing in the internet. Please save me.
I feel like
she's like, they keep saying Transformers. Do they mean La Transformeritas? I'm glad you laughed at that.
You. Oh my god.
You can tune into our news segment, Spyko and Brandon talk Transformers, and Brandon strangles Spyko eventually. Coming soon to Magic Ninja Robot.
Right.
It's gonna happen in the
listen.
next couple of
Listen,
minutes.
of all the people I expect to strangle me, I'm sure it's going to be one of you two. It's fine.
Turns out it's his
That's fine.
fiance.
I'll just right. So I'm pretty sure the
$700 glasses.
I'm pretty sure the guy who's actually overseeing our wedding is probably going to start off with a her murdering me joke. He said, "We are here to mourn the loss of Spyko after having been..." No, wait, that's 2 weeks from now.
Oh wow.
Oh, 2 weeks. I'd give it 2 hours after the wedding.
Yeah.
know
Brandon
what
is
you're
still
talking about,
alive.
as long
I'm
as she doesn't-
surprised.
Listen, as long as she doesn't find out about the glasses, I'm okay.
She does know it.
She listens to these on YouTube, right? Which you can find us on YouTube.
Probably,
like and
if you could edit that out for me, that would be great. Just every time I start to mention the price, just beep.
No.
I don't have the computer. Junk here is working right now,
Guess
but just
what?
barely.
Guess what? Guess who's the one that edits everything? Me Merengues. So you're fucked.
What Darth Merengue? What?
No, me.
When did you guys hire him?
Me Merengues.
That must be the guy that got us the box. Okay.
Darth Merengue.
Yeah.
That must be the
Have
guy
you
that
never-
gave us the box.
I'll take it. Neither of you have ever watched A Dark Place.
No. What's that?
If you get a chance, it's a British comedy horror show called Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, and
That sounds familiar.
it's sort of like a haunted version of
Hooey.
generic hospital drama.
Oh my god.
And
that sounds
it's very dry British humor, and I absolutely love it. It has Roz from the IT crowd in it.
good. Oh.
He's one of the main characters.
Oh.
So and there's an episode where like all they do is shit on the Scottish.
Oh, by the way, just if we're talking about British comedy here, well, it's not British, it's Irish. One of our favorite shows. If you have not watched Father Ted, you have homework this weekend.
Oh my
Anybody?
God, I love that fucking show. I love it. It's the
Have
best
you
show.
seen Father Ted, Spyko?
I feel like I watched an episode of it. Hold on.
It's on Amazon Prime, if nothing else.
Yes, it is. It's also for free on YouTube.
That is, yeah, that
What
is
was
like
that noise?
I don't
What?
know.
What noise?
Okay, no, I have not watched an episode of this. I was thinking of
You
another
need
show.
Spyko. I'm dead serious. This is completely up your wheelhouse.
Oh,
you
hell
will
yeah.
love this show.
Oh hell yeah! And you're gonna
It's
love
by
the
one of the guys
Halloween
that did the
episode.
IT crowd.
Okay, I'll have to dig into it.
I'm just gonna
You'll
say,
thank us.
just gonna say this. Imagine Prius World. That's the best.
Priest
thing.
World, not Prius.
Prius.
Okay, because I was like, I don't want to drive a Prius though.
No, Prius.
The Dancing Priest is great.
Dancing Prius is the best one. Also, the Cuban one that is like talking in Spanish,
Oh yeah.
badly translated, and he's talking about sexy things. So yeah, that's something.
Like literally, like they have like various priests. Like they are like it's like G Gundam, but with priests. So it's like whatever country you're from, you take on all of their aspects.
Yes, it's like super awesome.
I'm sorry, Jose. I cannot be with you anymore. I have found Jesus.
No, the thing is that
I
the
think
guy
that's
is
the
talking
actual
in Spanish.
quote.
The guy is talking in Spanish, and he has like a voiceover. It's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's
Yeah.
terrible. I
And then
love it.
and then Jose just goes and hits Jesus with a garbage can, like in that YouTube video.
What's the name
Look.
of the stupid one, Brandon?
What's that?
What's the name of the stupid Prius? The one that it's like
Dougal.
Dougal. I love Dougal. Dougal is the best.
You'll like Jack. I'm all into that.
No.
Also, at the same time, with that show, it's I had a thought and I lost it. I can't remember the hell. Oh, no, I lost it again. Damn it!
Oh,
That's how
God.
the show does it. Oh, you'll like this show because they have a reference to Dallas in there. They have an I Shot JR costume on one of the characters.
Oh my god.
Are you serious?
Yep. Also, there's an episode where he just wakes up being chased by peanuts.
Oh yeah.
As you do. Like
That's-
Peanuts, the
Like,
food,
like
or
we're talking planters.
cartoon?
We're
Imagine
talking the peanut guy.
Monster Peanuts.
Okay.
Monster Peanuts.
I got you.
Mhm.
Again, watch this show. You will thank us.
It doesn't make sense right now, but it will.
I'll have to
Maybe.
check it out.
Yeah.
I have to
All
check
right.
it out.
So, by the way, did you watch Moonfall yet?
I have not.
God
I have
damn
not.
it!
Listen, man. There's a huge list
been
of stuff I
busy.
have to watch right now.
Yeah, no, we're adding to his pile, so it's kind of unfair to us.
And it's super rough because we're in the spooky season,
And you need to
and
watch
I
all
have
your
to
horror
watch
ones.
at least one horror movie a day, otherwise I'll die because the curse will be,
I
the
think-
Have you ever
promise
talked
will
to
no
Dan
longer be
Housen?
kept.
He might be able to lift that curse from you. You ever talk to him about that? Like, you can just go up to like
You
Canada.
know, I'm okay with this curse. It's fine.
Okay.
It's
All right,
fine.
just
It's
making
an
sure.
okay curse.
I mean, I started yesterday with the Hocus Pocus. Today, I couldn't watch anything. I didn't have time. I've been all over the fucking place. But tomorrow, for sure, I'm gonna watch my Peanuts one because that's the official one, the first one of the bunch, which is like the Great Pumpkin. That's the first one that I always watch every season. So
It's
Yeah,
the
we have
Great
both
Pumpkin.
peanuts for both seasons.
I really, really wish that I could power through the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, but I cannot.
Really?
Yeah, my mom has made me watch that every year of my life since I'm like 8, and
Oh my God.
I have absolutely
Wow, that suddenly explains a lot of the Die Hard. I'm not gonna lie.
like no ability to power through that show anymore.
Yeah, I'm
like,
as
don't get me
stunned as
wrong.
you are.
It's great. It really is.
It's like 30
But
minutes. It's 30
I can't, man.
minutes.
I
get the 4K copy.
can't.
Like,
I can't.
look, I'm just gonna say
You
this. We start with that one and we end with Nightmare Before Christmas because it's obvious. That's how it has to
Okay,
end.
so I'm working the 31st, so you can watch that one probably.
Yeah, that's fine. I can watch that. All by myself.
I do not like. I cannot stand that movie. I don't know why. It's just something about it. I just
It's
can't get
because
into it.
Hot
what
Topic
movie
burned
can't-
you. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, yeah, I can understand that. But I do watch that towards the holiday season, honestly.
Like,
Yeah,
I will
it's
be
not-
honest. I saw that when I was a kid, and at the time I saw it as a kid, like, this is all right. This ain't great. And then it came on HBO. I'm like, well, everybody, because that was when Hot Topic started like advertising the living fuck out of it in high school. And it's on HBO, and it was like, okay, well, maybe I missed something. I'll watch it again. I couldn't even make it 10 minutes, and I'm like, this is stupid. I just turned it off and walked away.
Yeah, well, that's my childhood movie. I'm sorry.
Oh, I get it. I'm not disputing anybody that likes that movie. I look, my hatred for Tim Burton runs deep, but it's like I get that
Hey,
movie.
I'm not a fan of the man anymore. It's like that's the only one that is like, you know what? I don't do it for him. I do it for the animators. Simple as that. Because that's the
fair.
one. That's the ones that made the magic happen. Not so much the fucking poser.
You're not wrong.
So yeah, that's my point of opinion. So, but yeah, I don't know what.
Michael, do you agree with all that?
I feel like yes, Hot Topic really
Yeah, it did.
They beat that into the ground hard.
beat it into the ground, yes. But I mean, that is a show I can still power myself to watch if it's on. My rough spot is
The
it's
Great
just
Pumpkin.
that Charlie Brown Christmas. I can't do it.
Is
I
it
tried.
because it's too sanitary? Is it too sanitary? Is that part of it?
You know, it's not even that. It's just that I've seen it so many. Like, I think it's just kind of like how, like, let's say you wake up tomorrow and you have like a great turkey sandwich, right? And you're like, this is the best turkey sandwich I ever had, and so you decide to have it the next day, and then the next.
I think
day,
I know what your
and then the
problem
next
is.
day.
I think
Isn't
no,
this...
I think I know what your problem is. It's like imagine there's a show you really like and it comes on TV and it's always that same episode. Always that same episode, and you're just so sick. It's like a good episode. It could be the best episode ever, but you're so sick of seeing it, it's actually lost all its luster.
So I am more thinking about with my Brandon. It's more of the Christmas Story faction, because you're.
No, I don't even think it's that. I think it's just everybody told me how great it is, and it's one of those things about me where it's like, if you tell me how great it is, I'm gonna tune out of it because I shouldn't have to be told how great it is. I should
That's
be able to
your
just
problem,
experience
yeah,
it.
and it's my problem myself. Like that's my problem with Quentin Tarantino movies. That everyone like just said this is the best shit ever. Me, no, it's not. You're gonna watch them. No, I'm not. No.
But I mean, you do need to watch Quentin Tarantino's movie.
Oh, I do. I did on my own design. Like I did it when I wanted to. Not when they.
She
forced
did it
me.
at her own pace.
Yes.
That man has a weird obsession with feet.
Yes. I know.
The good example I can give to this is and this is not a knock on the guy, but John Mulaney. I remember when John Mulaney came out, everybody was telling me, "Oh, this is the greatest guy ever," all that stuff. I'm like, well, if he's the greatest guy ever, why are you fucking telling me about him? I should have been able to find him just like I found Carlin, just like I found, all the others that I like. It shouldn't have had to be told I need to watch this guy. I should have just gotten to it eventually.
Right.
Speaking of, since we're on the topic
Mm.
of horror movies, I did actually watch one earlier today because it is technically October 1st.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with Bruno Mattei?
Bruno Mattei.
Bruno Mattei. Why does that sound familiar?
It sounds familiar. Yes.
He's an Italian director.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, now I'm out. She'll know.
He did a lot of horror movies that were translated over here for the United States.
Okay.
His movies tend to be like this weird mix of art house and gore.
Okay. Throw
So
me
like
one.
a grindhouse art house.
What?
Sort of, yeah.
What is his best hit?
The one I watched last night was called, or I'm sorry, earlier today was Rats of Terror.
Okay.
Rats Night of Terror, which is basically, it takes place in like a post-apocalyptic universe. And these kids are very stupid and slowly murdered by rats.
Oh my god.
It's the thing with Bruno's movies, and I was actually surprised there wasn't one in this scene, is that man hates eyeballs. Like he do.
Oh.
He do hate eyeballs.
Oh,
Like almost every one of his movies has a scene where someone gets stabbed in the eye, or they get stabbed in the back of the head, and the knife is just in the eye area, so the eyeball gets pushed out.
Sounds wonderful.
But yeah, the man has a lot of gore in his flicks, and Rats Nights of Terror was one of the video nasties on the British lists, if you know what those are. But it's just literally, like, it says hordes of bloodthirsty killer rats, but the fact of the matter is that these kids just got up and fucked off. The rats wouldn't have chased them.
Wait, did he do Cruel Jaws? Oh my god, he did do Cruel Jaws.
He did do Cruel Jaws.
No.
Yes.
Yes, I now know who he is. Yeah, Brandon, he did a knockoff of Jaws called Cruel Jaws. And it's exactly what you think it is. Italian Jaws.
Bigger Jaws.
No, it's dumb Jaws. It's so dumb.
It's
so bad.
dumb Jaws. It's so dumb.
It's so
like the
dumb.
one guy who's like the one guy who winds up like saying, "I'm gonna get this shark," and then he leaves in like a dinghy with a spear. It's great.
It's terrible. Oh my god, no. I'm seeing like the trailer, and it brings me nice moments. Like so Italian.
Yes.
So Italian. Oh my god, the girl in the wheelchair.
All
oh
right.
no. Okay.
See, I love it. I love Italian movies because the Italians are the ones who gave us Cannibal Holocaust.
Yes. Oh.
And they also gave us Clint Eastwood.
Did he?
This is
Because
true.
of the spaghetti. Yes.
Yeah, he did the spaghetti westerns. And also they gave us the brilliant character of Revolver Ocelot, who was cosplayed by Stan Lee. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, and it's wonderful.
Yeah. No, I'm talking to our people listening.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not like the you to you. It's like for the you everybody.
the you everybody. Oh my god.
Yeah. I believe that's the royal you or something. I don't know.
Oh
You
god.
gotta say
All
it.
right. Anyway,
For the Japanese kids, it's Mina-san,
Oh my god.
which is
Thank
everyone.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Cool.
See, we are Spanish, we are Japanese from a white person, and we're all in between.
Listen,
From a white
I'm gonna keep drinking sake, and my Japanese will get better as the night goes on. According to
That's what
Ilian.
you think. That's the neat thing. You think that's gonna happen.
I kind of wanted to say something about the changing of languages. Remember that scene on Midsummer when she starts talking fucking Sweden while dancing in the maypole? I feel like if we continue drinking whatever drink is from whatever place, we're gonna end up talking perfect whatever other like language, you know.
Brandon's just gonna suddenly talk perfect Swedish, like he's like urban.
Birkin.
You sound like the.
And then he's
fucking
gonna cook like the Swedish chef.
Yes, like English, sushi.
I did make meatball subs over the week.
Oh God.
See, we had pho today, so I mean, I'm not gonna speak.
God.
Oh, dude, if you ever come,
listen,
if you ever do come down to visit, if you ever do come down to visit, I have like pho places literally down the street from me or 10 minutes away from me that are good.
But they're great.
That's perfect.
That's great.
That's perfect.
They're very good. Like that was the first time that we had pho,
And cheap.
like shit. Oh yeah, cheap is third.
Yeah, I'm either doing that or I'm doing Korean barbecue tomorrow. We haven't decided yet.
Nice.
We haven't found a good Korean place here.
We haven't been to one. That's the thing.
Well, yeah.
I'm afraid of those. That's the thing.
Why?
Because my tummy is ultra destructive.
Yeah, her stomach is like it looks. If the food looks at her funny, she's in trouble. That's her
You gotta
stomach.
go to the ones where like you can cook it yourself.
Yeah, I know, but I haven't found one that is
It's the
like a.
sauce that's gonna kill her.
Yeah, the
Mm,
day after, not so much in the moment, just the day
Yeah.
after.
I
Unless she's
gotcha.
at work, at which point he's like, well, I'm just gonna go chill in a bathroom for
Bathroom
like
2
6
hours.
hours.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
All right, time to wrap up the show. But before we do get to the wrap up phase, I do want to kind of give a plug to a friend of the show. Kind of, we haven't really interacted with him much, but
Kind
at
of.
Bato, if you're looking for, he's doing a charity stream tonight with
his charity
Oh.
stream.
cat stuff. Yeah, so
Stand
that's
by.
actually it's actually immediately following us almost. Actually, like it's 9:15. He's on at 10. So if you got some time to kill. Give him a check in, see what he's up to. It's at Bato. Spikeu, if you got his tag, could you put it in there? I don't think I have his tag. At
I
the
don't
moment.
have his
There you
tag,
go.
but I have a direct link to his stream.
Nice.
Okay,
nice.
but give him a check in. You don't need to say you're from us or anything, but a charity stream at this time of day. If people are doing charity, I always want to help them out. So
Yeah, charity's
just
charity. You gotta go help.
Yeah. So if you guys got some time tonight, do check in on them. Say hi. Maybe you'll find some new people to follow. You never know, but just wanted to get that out there before I forgot about it. Okay, Spikeu, you're taking tomorrow or Monday? I can't remember.
Monday.
Monday, that's right. Okay. Taking Monday. Resident Evil still? We're finishing that one?
Yep. Hopefully, because of where I'm at in the game, if I do a 2-hour stream, I should be able to kill it. Because I technically, at this point, don't have to do any more resource management.
And you're just going to go shotgun crazy.
Well, I have what? I have 88 of the regular bullets and 20 or 42 of the exploding shotgun shells.
Wow.
I
Do you
don't
have the Magnum rounds?
I have the exploding shotgun shells. There's a 5-point difference between the Magnum and the exploding shotgun.
All I'm going to say is Resident Evil Magnum. You want an instant boss killer? Magnum.
Yeah, I might bring it into the final boss with.
I always saved it for the final boss.
Yeah,
I would just unload on a Magnum with a final boss.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I have. That being said, I have absolutely zero handgun bullets. It's all shotgun shells. That's all I made.
Oh.
I'm like,
because you're
I'm
a
like
shotgun man. We know that.
Listen, I'm like the soldier from what is it that animation they did for Team Fortress 2, where he's like, I've done nothing but teleport bread for 3 days. And it's like, I've done nothing but make shotgun shells for 3 days.
That's good.
You do you, man. If it works for you. All right, so you got that. You're doing 2 streams this week, correct? Is that the plan?
Thursday.
Or...
If I beat Resident Evil on Monday,
Okay.
and I'm really like back in the day, I could clear this game in about 2 hours. So,
yeah, I'm having the same problem. Trust me.
But if I beat Resident Evil on Monday, I will be doing Parasite Eve on Thursday.
Okay,
cool.
So that's a nice teaser.
We'll
I'm actually looking forward to
Oh,
that
yeah,
one.
I'll
I've
watch
never
that
actually
shit.
played that one,
Yeah.
so I'm kind of
Oh,
curious.
it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
I do have to. Depending on how I get it up, it may look better than Resident Evil 3.
Okay.
I've been having some connection issues with my custom PlayStation 1.
Oh.
I think the HDMI port has come loose because I'm stupid and put it right next to my PS5. And my PS5 is basically a portable space heater at this point. So I think it may, while I was playing other games just to kind of go back in time and experience the happiness that was my childhood, I
may have killed it.
I may have accidentally killed it. It's an easy fix, but I got to get my best friend to come over and take a look at it because I'm bad with solder.
You're tech guy.
Yeah.
Your tech.
Yeah, I can handle the software without a problem, but at this point in my life, because my eyes and my hands are going bad, I need someone to do the solder
You
joints.
mean those $700 Ray-Bans that you got are going to
They're not
zoom in?
in yet. They're not in yet. They're on their way.
Do they
But
actually
I
have
will
a zoom feature, though? I'm legitimately asking. Do they have a zoom?
With the camera, yeah.
Oh.
So you're going to use that. Let's be fair.
Okay.
Fuck binoculars or bifocals.
Enhance.
Enhance. Oh my god.
Rotate 90 degrees.
Why does this look like
Zoom.
Harrison Ford naked? I don't get it.
Why wouldn't it, Brandon? What do you think I do in my free time?
Jesus Christ.
Blade Runner
Okay.
Born. Got it.
They can record up to 30 seconds of video, Brandon.
Oh my god.
Man, Calista Flockhart's going to want that, too.
Jesus Christ.
Literally, as soon as I saw them and saw that they took pictures, in the back of my head, and I'm sure Brandon will be the only person who gets this, but in the back of my head, I was like Spider Jerusalem.
That's why I was laughing.
I like how you knew where I was going before I even said it. Perfect.
He's only just begun to fuck with you, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I am
yeah,
so
I
lost.
gotta
I'm
show her
just
that
gonna-
series. I keep forgetting about that series.
I have to.
That
So
was
when I moved, I lost like 90% of my comic books. So
Oh,
I've
that
been
sucks.
trying to get in touch with my comic guy to see how much it would cost me to rebuy them.
You may want to
'Cause-
try digital copies too. Maybe a little cheaper in the long run.
You may be right, but I also have this thing where I prefer paper.
I
Like
get it.
even
The smell is
with
different.
I kind of
with,
go back and forth. Like I go digital and then I go paper. Like
Yeah.
I'm back and forth.
Well,
I get it.
Emily keeps recommending these books to me that I haven't had a chance to read, and so she eventually figured it out and started buying them for me off of Amazon. So
Right. No, it's better.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's better.
I used to do audiobooks. I still enjoy a good audiobook. It's just because
yeah.
it keeps my focus better and my brain can work better with audio
Yeah.
for some reason. Gee, wonder
I mean,
why.
well, that and because audiobooks gave us the best thing ever, and that's
Mm-hmm.
right. I am talking about 50 Shades of Grey as read by Gilbert Godfrey.
May he rest in peace.
I didn't know that he.
We
are
lost
those
Gilbert and
available?
Norm in the same year, man.
Are those
Yeah, man, it wasn't good.
available?
It was not a good year for comedy.
Damn. Oh well.
Yeah, and then the Try Guys broke up.
Oh my god! Why are you talking
who
about?
now?
You don't even
Exactly.
know that. You don't even know that. I do.
I
know
don't
that.
care.
I always feel like I'm out of the loop because like there's this guy they keep referencing on this other YouTube channel I watch who's apparently really big on YouTube called Mr. Beast. I have absolutely no idea who this guy is, but he's been showing up randomly on my YouTube feeds. He's like, I'm giving away money. And I'm like, how much money do you have that you're just giving? Oh, you have like 900 million followers. That's why you have disposable income.
See, my opinion on this is like I always think of the Clerks cartoon from the pilot, where it's just like, hey, we have our finger on the pulse of this community, and then the reporter comes in and it's just like, only people who have their finger far from the pulse of the community don't understand what's going on. It's like, that's me.
Wow.
I'm Randall in this situation.
Yup.
Oh my god.
I need to make you finish watching that, by the way, Illy. She has not
need to
seen the
watch that
full Clerks
series.
animated. Yeah, it's amazing.
I heard people are already dunking on Clerks 3.
Oh.
You know, I'll probably watch it when it's like streamable. It's like I thought about going to the theater, but I'm like, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I want to ruin that movie for me. Like the first two Clerks movies, like I'm nervous of watching that third one. I really am.
Me too, because Kevin Smith has been making some dumpster fires as of late.
Yeah, and
It
then he makes
sounds-
like
yeah, it
it's
does.
like he makes really good ones and then just absolute shit, and there's no middle. Like
Yeah.
the Clerks 3 in the middle, I'd be like, okay, I can accept this, but if it's gonna be a dumpster, I'm like, I'm not sure where I want to do this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Welcome to 90s Talk with Brandon and Spaiku and Illy looking at us
Right.
like we're crazy.
Yeah, you are.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 90s Talk. Joining me is my co-host, Brandon,
Oh.
and
What's
this person we found who has absolutely no idea what we're talking about, Ilian. Hi,
Dios
how are you doing today, Ilian?
Can we just?
She knows
finish
things from
this?
90s Mexico.
90s Mexico is my jam, bitch.
See?
I mean-
so now we have
I mean-
bilateral.
And I can talk about it forever.
I'm gonna
We
need
have
you to tell me
bilingual,
about
too.
90s Mexico. So let's talk. All right, you have to tell us about
Oh.
90s Mexico, but you have to talk about it like it's an amusement park.
So we used to have. Oh no! Now you're gonna start it. I'm gonna finish with that. So we used to have this talk show called Adal Ramones. Look it up. And he used to.
I don't
bring-
even know how to spell that. There was a bunch of A's
Ándale.
and N's and D's in there.
Ándale, cabrón, pa que veas. That was our go-to see thing.
Chiquita banana to you, man.
So it was like a talk show on prime time that he brought like a bunch of people, and he did a lot of things. He had like a thing that was like a monologue at the start. We all loved it. And he had a guy that had like the drums, and he was called Rudy. And every time he did like a drum solo, everyone started screaming, Rudy, Rudy, Rudy. That was the thing. And then he brought like, in every movie, he actually brought Will Smith, John Travolta, all the fucking big guys. He brought them.
The press tour, in other words.
He also he had like a section around this season where it was spooky shit. He brought Jaime Maussan and the other jackass that I don't remember his name that ghost hunt. I'll give it to you later. And he brought really creepy shit, and it was fucking fun as shit. But that was the 90s. The show was called
All I'm gonna.
Otro
Go ahead, Fish.
Rollo. That was the name.
How
Otro Rollo.
are the lines to get on the ride?
God damn it. They were long
See?
as shit.
See, so 2 things here. Number 1, I think we just came up with a couple of spoof shows we could do off the top of our heads. Number 2, I find it funny that you have somehow made it more offensive, Spikeu, than the guy we knew who was like, I know Mexican, I know Spanish, see? That's all he would do when he was done. He's like, I know Spanish, see?
Listen, nothing I said was offensive tonight. I don't know what you're talking about.
The cartels will be at your house momentarily to explain why.
Yeah.
They have to. No,
And give you free booze for trying.
Listen, no, the CIA doesn't care about me.
I said cartels, not the
I know
CIA.
what you said, Brandon. Who do you think runs the cartels?
Oh my god. That is a lie. You know it.
Is it?
Oh my god. I knew
Oh.
he was going to say that. I hate it.
Hold on. Pause.
Oh no.
Pause.
Conspiracy. Do-do-do.
No.
Pause.
No, we need to stop
you-
this.
Have you ever seen the movie Zootopia?
No.
No. So you're fully unaware
Oh
that
my
movie is
God.
very loosely based around the fact that the CIA partnered with the cartels to get cocaine over here to make minorities look more aggressive.
Hey, all I know is on Friday nights, there's an alien outside my house that glows.
It's Mr. Burns. We've talked about this.
Yes, we already talked
No, it's
about
not.
this
It's
last
not.
week. Last week.
When hold on, Brandon,
It's
you're in
Rodney
Texas.
Dangerfield's corpse.
When you say alien. Okay, that one was bad. I apologize for that one. That one was a little too mean.
I fucking
I didn't
quit
hear
this
it.
fucking show. Fuck you. I'm just gonna say this. This is
No,
the-
I just like
the
how my
only-
Meta Simpsons reference.
The
just
only
went
thing
completely
that he's
forward.
gonna earn is that you're
Oh
not
my
gonna
God.
see your fucking flame. Goodbye, your fucking flame.
No, I
Fuck
like
your
my
flame.
flame. Don't get
Fuck
rid of
your
him. He's my
fucking
friend.
flame. Fuck your fucking flame. It's gonna be off.
Hey! That's not funny. Mine are
Alright,
laugh-hearted
so-
jokes. Light-hearted jokes.
Illy, what are you doing this week? Save us.
Fucking kill him. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's why we
That's
have
fair.
it last.
That's fair. I've probably
Now,
earned that.
I mean, I think because I was checking my stupid schedule and now I have more hours. I guess, bitch.
So it's gonna be Illy week on Magic Ninja Robot.
It's gonna be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's the days that I'm gonna stream. What? I don't know. Like, I think I'm gonna continue Dead Space because it was very good for my psyche to shoot at things. Also,
Yeah,
I'm like,
Em-
I'm floating in that so easy. I love it. So I'm gonna do that.
You're
Em-
welcome for that training.
Emily is back here at the house. She's not doing her contract work anymore. So now I have someone to translate when you scream.
Okay, so expect me screaming and singing Ricky Martin songs because lately I've been singing that every time I get frustrated.
You better watch out. She'll bring out the Los Lobos.
Oh my God.
Listen, I just need you to, like, when you panic, just start singing Suavemente.
Oh my God, I'll do it. Like suavemente.
Next thing you know, she's gonna do Selena music too.
I can do Carcacha, Paso Pasito. I know all the songs.
Tejano, she'll do it. She'll
I'll
just
do
bust
it.
that
I'll
out
do
of
it.
nowhere.
No, the other day I was singing fucking Ricky Martin and it was like, you're starting with your bullshit. I mean, hell yeah, I'm gonna start with my bullshit. So that's the
All right.
plan. But I
Brandon,
think...
what are you doing?
Wait. I haven't
her
finished.
finish.
Oh,
I
I didn't
am
know there was more.
I am going to start doing the Drawaweens ASAP.
Are you gonna do them on stream or are you gonna do them on your Twitter?
That's the thing. It all depends. If my brain is like caca, I'll probably do a stream. If not, I'll
Okay.
just post them on Twitter. Just watch him and please give it a like and shit. That's all.
And she is at Draws Illy. If you guys have not followed her yet, you should. You see some good stuff there. And
Tits.
porn. She draws porn. Yeah, she draws a lot of tits.
A lot of
Enjoy
tits.
it. Come on.
Yes, tits.
Brandon,
Spikeu, you enjoy it, don't you?
I do enjoy tits. You're not wrong.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
My end. I'm thinking tomorrow, gonna bust out the old Tekken.
Damn.
Do it up.
Yeah, I've been playing it and I'm enjoying, so I think I'm gonna do some Tekken tomorrow. Through the week, I'll definitely Friday. I think I'm just gonna say fuck it and jump right to Bayonetta 2 because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, I've gotten about as much as I can out of this game, so we're just gonna jump to Bayonetta 2 for
Yay.
continuity's sake for
Did
when
you-
the new game comes out.
Did you
Ass
beat
and titties.
Bayonetta 1 yet?
No,
Oh, okay.
but I'm not gonna bother. By the time I get done with it, Bayonetta 3 is gonna be out. So if I want to do all of them, I kind of have to, jump.
Sounds
ship a
like
little bit.
someone needs to do an endurance stream.
No, that's gonna.
I don't have the time right now. I literally don't. I have to take her to work or I have to sleep and then go to work. So I don't have a lot of time to do that.
That sucks, right? Sucks. He needs to sleep.
That being said, there will be more of me coming up in not next, well, maybe next week, because I have some days off scheduled. So you'll be seeing more of me soon enough. But I'm usually the guy behind the scenes. There's a reason I have the Chaos Director plaque right there.
Before we leave, what are we gonna do with this box? By the way, I need to address it.
I guess we'll just lock it. We'll just leave it in here. Nothing bad could come of it next week. Nothing. There couldn't be a problem, right? And Spikey, you think there's gonna be a problem?
I mean, we'll probably get tribbles.
Most likely.
It says interpers on the side of it.
Maybe, you know what? We'll keep it for the ghost. Maybe the ghost wants to hang out in it.
You know what?
The ghost has Cool Ranch Doritos, and I'm still mad that I don't have Cool Ranch Doritos.
I think after tonight, you're not going to get Cool Ranch Doritos. You're lucky you have your flame still.
That's fair.
Yeah,
hey, my flame came back.
Yes, I did. I'm not that bad.
But you don't get Cool Ranch, I think.
Yeah,
I think that's your
Cool
punishment.
Ranch. Fuck you.
Can I get Cool Ranch Doritos?
I don't know. There's some I don't know. Do we have?
No, I finished those off.
Wow. Well, get more, I guess.
Okay.
Oh.
I meant on the picture.
I got
here,
Mega Stuff Oreos I forgot about.
Damn.
There you go. All right, so like I said, the pledgeometer is sitting now at 37.
Yay, thank you guys.
Dorian's Tufu Muay Thai. Sorry, I am butchering these names, and if anybody else on this stream would like to try and say those words, please, by all means. Spaiku, shut up.
I think it says Dorian's UFO Muay Thai.
Hey, Muay Thai fighter, if you're actually in Muay Thai, man, respect. That's some intense shit. I've tried it. Also, shout out to Misu the Witch tonight for being active on the chat.
Yay!
We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, she was with me on the Dead Space gaming, and she fucking scared me.
Yeah, from what I'm learning, she's an interesting cat. So.
Yeah, she said that she was pregnant while playing on the Dead Space. You know where the baby scene is? Like, she said, like, I was 4 months pregnant while doing that. I mean, god damn.
About the only thing you can do to make that more metal is literally putting headphones on with Slayer or Iron Maiden or both. That's about more metal you can get.
Yeah, I love it. She's really nice.
Yeah.
So,
and also Vash, thanks for popping in on this one also.
Yeah.
Are we sure Vash didn't leave the box here? Are we sure of that? Are we sure that's not him? Spiko, you didn't give him the key, did you? No. I gave you keys so you don't share them.
No, he only gets in anywhere when he brings me bottles of alcohol.
Oh crap!
Oh no! Did he get through the vents? That's another thing.
You know what? Honestly, I may have.
So we installed the alien sensor in the vents for nothing.
Oh no!
Well, look, I mean, honestly, I understand how hard it is to get Starfleet red wine, and I mean it's worth a key or two. I can be a horror NPC. Just trade.
All right, so we'll find out what's happening with this box next week. Hopefully, nothing bad will come of this. Nothing bad will come of this, right?
No.
I mean, it's just a Trekkie. If he's in a red shirt, we get rid of him in an episode, right?
That's true. We could just if he's in a red shirt, we have to find out creative ways to kill him off every episode.
Nah, South Park did it.
Damn it.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, also, if you want to get technical, Star Trek did it first.
That is true. That is true.
It's true. Yeah. Oh no, Ensign Ricky.
What?
And that Ricky was Rick Sanchez.
Okay, let's end this.
All right, yeah, I think we're done. All right, thanks everybody for listening. Podcast will be on YouTube tomorrow. So if you guys want to have it in the background, or if you're not on YouTube and you're on there, hey, we're there too. Like us over there too. We'll get more, and we're gonna have new content coming soon. I promise.
Yeah.
There will be content there. It's just financially we're working on something to get it there.
Yeah.
So just be patient. We haven't forgotten that. We actually have a surprisingly going fan base on YouTube.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not as big as here, but it's getting there.
I have a big fan base on Twitter. I didn't know that existed.
Since you guys are rushing, I assume I'm not assigning homework this week?
No.
I completely forgot about it, but we got to figure out what's going on with this box, so put a pin in that.
You want to put homework? Why not next week when the box is settled? How about that?
I mean, if I make homework now, I can harass the box for not being ready.
Okay. Just let him.
You know what? Got a good point. Go ahead. What's your homework?
So this one's actually going to be easy because last time I technically kind of gave you guys a hard one. So this one's going to be easy. I want a personal story of something either horrifying or paranormal that happened to you. And meeting me does not count. Either of you.
What about me?
No.
Okay.
I mean, my daily life is paranormal as shit.
So what if you're like me, and I'm not saying I'm not against this. I'm really asking more because I'm trying to, like, stuff happened, but you can poke holes in it, and it kind of doesn't make sense then. Does that make sense where I'm going with this?
If it was terrifying for you at that moment, it is acceptable.
Okay, all right, so it has to be okay. I gotcha.
It doesn't
I might
have
have
to
something.
It doesn't have to be paranormal if it's terrifying, Brandon.
Well, I don't know this.
I'm not going to talk about
because I mean, I'm going to tell my personal story that no one is going to believe actually happened, but I'm going to tell it anyway.
Right. I already told one
I have a good
of
exercise
mine.
for the future now I think about it.
We remind the narc episode, so yeah. I mean, I got a couple.
So yeah, she's from Mexico, so it'll be something. Spike, you shut up.
Fierro pariente.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay, let's leave it like that. Okay.
All right, guys. So that's it for the show this week. Thanks everybody for listening, and look for us through the week on the streams. And yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Have a night, everybody.
Night. Oh my God, I quit this.